If we can keep the butt stuff off the table, I'm down. Take me on the road. Otherwise, we're gonna have to talk because I don't know if I'm down like that.
How did that even come to? Is that like just
because the aliens do the butt probes thing?
Just because humans do some weird butt stuff does not mean every other.
It's okay.
Every other
if
entity
you look
does.
At all the different.
I've read the Bible. That ain't in there.
Okay, what I'm talking about is people have said they've been abducted, right?
Right.
They're just like, hey, this happened to me. I was abducted. This is my story. This is what happened, right? And there's like been several, like some are like, oh, they stuck something up my nose. There are several that said they stuck something up their, you know who.
Maybe they were just like trying to make an excuse and explain to their wives why they were hurting, and they just made up the alien.
Trauma.
Yeah, what alien trauma?
Aliens.
I don't know how we got to this, but I'm just saying, like, that sounds like a confused husband who was like, oh man, I gotta tell my wife something and why I was gone for 2 days, and that's the story he came up with. That's what that sounds like.
I think, just like you were saying, is how they dissected the cows and the cattle and the things, and dissecting frogs, right? People needed to be studied.
Okay, but
so that it was a study.
So, and that's it. Were they here to either help us or hurt us? And that's the thing.
I think they're stopping at 7-Eleven. Are you there to hurt the guy at the register at 7-Eleven? Only if you're robbing the place. Okay. So I think what it turned into was a routine stop for gas and chips, and they had catastrophic engine failure. Now they're robbing the guy behind the counter, emptying out the register, and about to jump in the Cadillac that's parked in the front.
I don't.
That's what I think. Tell me I'm wrong, chat.
But here's the
Prove
thing.
me wrong.
As technology,
prove me wrong.
And the only reason that makes sense to me is because of the timeline. You can see it right there. The timeline clearly shows that we did not start creating things at a very high level until 1947 up until 1969.
Little sprinkle
But what I'm saying is it to help us and maybe push us in the right direction? Because look, we were taking way too long to develop anything because humans are kind of stupid. So look, that's 3,000 years of nothing, no progress, no anything. And they were looking at us like, maybe we should help them out.
Have you ever played Civilization?
I have played Risk.
You in Civilization, you're growing from, starting fire and war with sticks and rocks all the way to launching a shuttle into space, right?
Civilians.
Right. So, like, there was a time where I played the game and I didn't quite understand the game very well. All right, so my first time around, I was fighting with sticks and stones, and there was tanks rolling up in my backyard. So my civilization was underdeveloped, okay? But once I learned how to play the game and use it more strategically, then I was able to play it and master and be a power structure in the world, right? But it took knowledge in order to do that. So it is a possibility that they did give us knowledge in order to boost us up from using sticks and stones, right? And maybe that's for the sole purpose of adding us to the Galactic Federation. But the thing is they cannot.
You're just not. You're not going to get away from that.
They
are you?
cannot interfere with us.
Trek.
They can give us a little spring, but they can't interfere. They have laws and rules that they have to abide by, right? So, in order for them to actually come forward and say, "Hey, we want you in the Galactic Federation," we have to become a one world government. Because our planet would be the state in a vast, majority of other planets all over the galaxy, all over the universe, not just the galaxy. So,
but wouldn't that still be interference?
That's why
sprinkle.
They have to let us naturally do that.
If you put sprinkles on a cupcake, you can't unsprinkle it.
I think there are rules that they have to abide by. And I think that what they're doing is they're like policing us. So we've created nuclear technology because of World War II, which is around the time things started happening, and we started seeing the sightings. We saw where all of the nuclear facilities across the world all shut down at once by something. No one knows what did it. So it's a possibility that they are here to observe us, learn from us a little bit, and help us to grow enlightenment so that we can join the Galactic Federation.
If that
But
exists.
they have to come in and say, whoa, 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 hit the brakes. Y'all be blowing each other up. All right. You can't be scorching the earth here. Okay. You can't be lighting matches at the gas pump because we're trying to fill up our tank right now.
But okay, that still doesn't make any sense.
Why?
Because you're saying, oh, they're giving us this technology so we can join. If they've been watching the human race, then they knew what direction it was going. So if that is the case and they're creating all this nuclear, at any time they could come in and stop it, right?
I think they could. I think
They
at any
haven't.
time, because I think they have rules. They cannot interfere
It's like
unless it's for our
be both.
safety.
It can't be both.
Or maybe they want to eat us and they can't have us be radiated. They need fresh meat. You know, you can't take the meat.
Did you really just say that?
You can't take the meat.
Are we steak? Did we just become steak?
I think we're steak. Oh,
I don't think we're steak, but
I think we're steak.
you understand how that can't work. It can't be both. Either they gave us technology or they're waiting for us to evolve enough to be part of it. It can't be both, because then that's still interfering.
Okay, let's go back to 7-Eleven. Okay,
Oh my gosh.
my
You
RV
really- you're
breaks
just
down.
hungry.
I pull up to 7-Eleven. I'm there to get gas and chips,
Okay.
but
Okay.
the RV breaks down. Okay, and I need to fix it, but I have the part to fix it, right? But I need to fill the tank. I need to get some water. I need to take the dogs out to go poop. I need to do all the different things, right?
What kind of alien are you?
I'm just saying, like, think
that
of
makes
it as
no
like,
sense.
no, you're supposed to be putting your mind in the thought of if
That's
I'm
a human thought.
right, but you're traveling cross country in an RV. It is the same. It's akin to aliens with superior technology traveling across the galaxy. This is what I'm trying to say. So think about this. If you're in an RV and you pull up and you need gas and chips, okay, but you find out that you're low on oil and you need new spark plugs or whatever it is that's wrong with it, right? There's something wrong with it.
You think it'd be here on Earth?
I've got to walk the dogs and take them to poop and pee.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I gotta let all the kids go to the bathroom and run around and pick flowers and stuff. Okay, I got things I gotta do, right? I don't want to get greasy under the hood right now. I'm in my nice shirt, you know, and I gotta
I
wear
need you to get to your point.
I gotta
real
wear
quick.
this shirt across the galaxy.
It
Okay,
is very intricate.
so why would I do it myself when I have a whole race of people that would be gladly able to do the hard work for me just to get to understand some of the technology? So if there's something that needs to be done with the RV, the mechanic that is at the gas station may not work on RVs, but I'm just like, hey, here's the part. This is what I need you to do. Get it done for me.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's 7-Eleven.
No, get
Earth
off
is
the
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. Because the reality is resources on all planets are completely different. Whether it goes to radioactive, volcanic, the amount of gravity, all of it is different. And the reality is that if they came here, nothing we have is beneficial to them. That's just a fact.
Or they're hungry.
The things that are on Mars are not here, and the things that are here aren't really on
Who
Mars.
said they're from Mars?
What I'm saying is, in the wider sense, every planet, and this, we only know what's in our galaxy and our solar system. But my thing is, in other planets, they're not made the same way. They're not going to have the same resources. Why in any world would they come here without having enough to get back? Because we're not going to have what they need. They need something else.
Because shit happens.
That's that is
Sometimes
me
you gotta
an
let the
actual
dog
answer.
out to go poop.
Give me an actual answer.
Sometimes you gotta let the dogs out to go poop.
No, because
You
that's
gotta
not,
stop
that's
and grab a bag of chips.
illogical. If they're really a higher species, that's completely illogical that they would
Or
make
maybe
that
they
mistake.
planned that, hey, we're gonna stop at 7-Eleven 4 or 5 times along the way. Let's see here. Meet Damon says, what if the UFO crashes were alien teenagers crashing daddy's UFO after going for a joyride? I think you're right. And they showed up at 7-Eleven and were like, hey,
Oh, he's behind the slushy idea.
can you help me out?
was
My
the
dad's
slushy.
going to be so mad. I will totally give you my cell phone. I know you don't know what that
Don't
is,
tell, man.
but
Don't tell.
just don't tell my dad I
Learn
took
how
his...
to make a cell phone. Make this for me.
Yeah, exactly. Here's some technology, fix my shit. I'm gonna be in trouble. That's what I think. I mean, that's actually a great analogy. That lines up with the 7-Eleven idea. Earth is 7-Eleven.
No.
And we're the steaks in the freezer.
No. That's
Yes.
that's not it. Then it that doesn't make sense because of your interference argument. It can't be both. I believe that
I think they're allowed to interfere to a point. I think it lines up with your thing and it lines up with my thing. They're allowed to give us just enough to get the boost, but they're not allowed to reveal themselves to the public and the population. It has to happen organically and naturally. They have to create it, right? And then the only time they can step in and stop us is if we're trying to blow each other up.
I think they're still here.
I think they are here. I think they're still broke down at 7-Eleven.
No, I think they're in the tunnels
They're in the tunnels.
where nobody can see. How many tunnels have been, and you can look up all you want.
I mean, there's got to be a reason why we're not allowed down there. Only
because
like
we're not going to be
people.
saved when the freaking when everybody blows everybody up.
I mean, I've
gonna
been
be
in
a
there, but
select
I had to
few.
have, special clearance to get
You
in.
not anymore because they don't like you.
I have to send my moles in there.
For
No
moles.
pun intended.
But as long as
I
it's
have
not somewhere
moles.
weird. But think about it. All the underground tunnels, who are they protecting themselves from?
It's an
The
alien
actual
fugitive
people
getting
around-
chased by aliens. That's what Meet Damon says. It's a fugitive. It's Rick and Morty. Rick is crashed on the planet and he's about to get resources. When has Rick ever been like, here's some technology, make this happen for me? I'm lazy. It's Rick and Morty.
So cartoon is your source.
Yes.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I hadn't considered that.
I'm here to
So
speculate.
Stewie Griffin has a time machine. Do you see how that doesn't work?
I mean, when I was his age, I had a time machine.
No.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. No.
I did.
It's just not realistic. Like in a factual
Okay.
way.
So
It's
what
not
is the
realistic.
most,
The
in your
computers-
opinion,
Okay.
what is the most realistic scenario?
They landed in Roswell and it's been continued since then. Crashes in Utah, Montana, Arizona, New Mexico, and plenty in California. And this can be seen in San Diego. If you look it up, the red lights, which is a program to discredit that there's aliens that exist. And so
Why would there be a program?
to hide it.
Okay.
Because that's where they're getting their technology from. Humans are arrogant. They have an ego. They want to be the first to do anything. So my thing is that we have some sort of pact. We'll give you technology. We're going to take your humans. Look,
TikTok seller says, why the U.S.?
it's not just the U.S.
I think
It's all over the world.
I think they told us that it was going to be just the U.S., but they went everywhere.
They went.
and
You
they're
can look it up.
playing
It's
under the
everywhere.
table. Yeah.
It's absolutely
They're
everywhere.
making deals under all the tables and with all the different people.
And that was part of Behold a Pale Horse, was that the United States didn't know that they had all these deals with Russia, India, China, Japan, and then they were like, wait a second, but you can't fight something that's stronger than you, so you just let it happen. When it comes to the world, the weakest one always stands back.
So do you think they're nefarious or they're just
I think they're
self-preserving?
like a teenager. I think that's the best way to describe it. It's very self-serving, but also somewhat with a conscience.
Teenager crashed their dad's UFO.
That's not what I
think
meant.
that's it.
But that's stuck in my head.
Meet Damon for the win.
No. Teenagers did not crash, and they're like, shoot, my dad's gonna find out. And here's technology, don't tell. Because there's actual people who have been silenced, and not just in a way of they passed away at old age. They're gone. Accidental crashes, weird, suspicious unaliving, themselves. None of it makes sense.
I'll tell you what does make sense is that we are living in a world where basically we're looking for a one world government, a world superpower. And right now we have, the US, China, Russia, Israel trying to dominate that space, right? And I think in order to join the Galactic Federation, one of them has to win.
Here's the whole point of this conversation is that we had help, we got to the moon, we were actually on the moon with help from whatever you want to call it, an outside source. And now to tell all these people were lying, every single person in that room was lying. Buzz Aldrin, Michael Collins, they were all lying. Can you imagine skipping a rock 7 times and the whole world watched? And then after you skip that rock, they're like, didn't happen.
I've skipped a rock 7 times.
But I'm saying didn't happen. Wouldn't that suck? You're on the moon, you do this incredible thing, and you leave footprints and flags, and then these kids are like, didn't happen, because it doesn't make sense to me. That's so insulting. I would be upset.
I'll tell you what.
So upset.
So let's reel it back in from aliens into the moon landing, and let's get into the thick of it, right? Did we go to the moon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. How do I get rid of this thing?
No.
How do I get rid of this? It won't let. We don't need this one anymore, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So.
That's still on the moon, by the way.
Oh, here we go. Slideshow. Yeah. So, did we go to the moon? Is the question, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not it. Okay.
That's where the poles still are.
Okay. They can't see it. We
okay.
Can. Okay. So let's talk about the moon landing. Did we go to the moon?
Yes.
After what I've seen, I say yes.
Yeah.
We went to the moon.
But why do you think we went to the moon?
I think aliens gave us the technology to
Correct.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no way.
Are we reverse engineered it?
And here's the reason why I say aliens. This image right here. Chat, look at this right here. Let me pull it up for you guys. This is why. Okay. Computers at that time, this entire room is one supercomputer.
Correct.
And my phone today has more processing power than that entire room right now. We did not have the mathematical capability in computers at that time. Something had to. Now, they did say, and what I learned is that they were doing it by hand on paper and not.
No, but look at that. That's from 10 years before, 5 years before, nothing like that existed. Nothing. Not even close.
Right.
They had the technology. But where did it come from?
I just don't see how they got to the moon with that processing power. It seems like too much guesswork, too much room for human error. They had to their explanation for this, NASA's explanation for the reason that they admit that their computers do not have the processing power in order to make this happen. And their explanation for that is that they did it by hand. I think something else had a hand in this.
Right.
This is just the facade. And they actually had something more technologically advanced that was really working behind the curtain.
But I think that the mission wasn't just to go to the moon. I think it was to research what was on the other side or something that they thought was there.
Or maybe the Earth is 7-Eleven and the RV is broke down the road
on the dark side of the moon, and we have to go help.
Yeah.
Do you know? Not everything's 7-Eleven.
It's 7-Eleven.
No, it's not.
It's 7-Eleven, chat.
No, it's not 7-Eleven. The more realistic thing is that they're helping us, not us helping them. That makes zero sense.
Are they really helping though?
If they're not,
is it from a nefarious helping? Because like I can help you. I can say, hey, oh, you're in a lot of pain. Here, take these pills, and they will help the pain so much. But now you're addicted to them, and I can nefariously, suck resources.
But I don't have anything you want. That's what I'm saying. If that's the
I'm
case,
sure you got something I want.
Oh my gosh! Listen. What I'm saying is that we have nothing to give them. They have everything to gain. So it could be nefarious.
Unless they're at 7-Eleven, they need a bag of chips and they're hungry.
No.
Maybe they need fuel, gold, something. There's got to be some sort of resource that we have here that they need.
Or we're, what is it? Mousetrap.
What do you mean? What do you mean mousetrap?
The little mouse thingy where they run around to try to find the cheese. That's all we are.
So we're a science experiment?
Yeah. Like you said earlier, maybe we're just a science experiment.
They're like, hey, we totally found these things.
Weird things. Let's give them technology, see how long it takes them to exist.
Let's see how long it takes them to blow each other up.
The Manhattan Project.
Explain the Manhattan Project to me.
Like the splitting of the atom. No, they split it. I'm not going to explain it to you like you're 5 years old, because if there's 5-year-olds watching, we just ruined their lives. So here's the thing. The Manhattan Project was one of the most substantial scientific breakthroughs that has ever happened by splitting the atom. How? You know when that happened, when they were able to do that? The technology you would need to split an atom, which is something they can still barely do now. Where did the technology come from?
Well, I know, in times of war, right, we are actively seeking out new technology and different things, right? So that could have been accelerated by, war, could have driven us into that. Maybe that's what sounded the alarm and rang the dinner bell.
Isn't it crazy, though, that all of the theories, no matter how you look at it, none of them come down to, oh, humans totally did this on their own? I have not
something had to be a part of
this. I have
this.
not come across anything that, even the astronauts, people who were working in the building were like, oh, it was a miracle. Okay, there's a fine line between miracle and reality, but not one theory is humans totally nailed it. Not one.
I mean, let's embellish that thought that maybe we did come up with it. Maybe things were just stagnant for a very, very long time, and then one day someone smart enough had a breakthrough and thought outside the box, which set a chain reaction in motion, like the game Mousetrap, where one thing leads to another, the butterfly effect happens, and because of this one breakthrough, now we have progressed so quickly.
But it doesn't make sense.
I mean, I don't believe that.
No, not at all. It's a good theory. I mean, if you really believe in humans that much, but look in the little bit of technology they were given, how quickly they evolved it into something destructive. Within the last...
That's human nature.
Is it?
Yeah.
So why give us the technology? Why do the little sprinkle?
Or maybe
they haven't seen us doing awful things this whole...
They're terraforming the planet. The planet is good for us to live on, but not for them to live on. So what they need us to do is to basically eradicate ourselves, and it's an extermination. And they're basically just like when you put out roach bait and the roaches eat the bait and take it back and it kills the whole colony. Same idea, eradicating a invasive species on a resource that they need, but they need to terraform the planet. So maybe that, radiation fallout and blackened skies from, an Armageddon like nuclear fallout is the type of environment that they need to survive. Maybe that's the whole point, is like, hey, we'll give them this technology and we know that they're just going to blow themselves up.
There's not going to be anything left. What's going to be left for them to harvest or to have?
Maybe that's the environment they're used to living in. And they burrow underground and, live in the dirt. Do worms live in dirt?
That's a stretch, yeah, but they also live with, minerals and water and all the things that you need.
Maybe they're like cockroaches and they can survive after a nuclear blast. Haven't you seen Men in Black? Remember the cockroach guy?
Oh my gosh.
And he wears like the little suit of the guys.
Men in Black? Yes. Really? That's your source? What's your source?
I mean, yeah. And we're going to talk about Men in Black, but not today. But maybe it's, like I said, terraforming the planet. Maybe they have embryos and things that once the planet is terraformed, they can go and plant it on the planet, and then they grow, and then there's these different types of creatures and tree-like things that will grow in that type of planet ecosystem.
Deep sea things.
Yeah. All I'm saying is what if what they're doing is they're extermination through advancement in technology, and which causes terraforming of the planet, which gives them a planet that's more like what they're used to live on. It makes sense. Like, tell me I'm wrong.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Why? Tell me one reason why. If you come from a planet that is nothing but radiation and all these different things, and like nuclear fallout is your planet, okay? That's your environment you're used to, and there are things that grow in that type of environment. Mm-hmm. There are that thrive in that, and that's where you come from. That's your life, right? Mm-hmm. And you find this other planet and you're like, hey, it has the resources that we need, but it doesn't have the right ecosystem. So all we have to do is give a little sprinkle and plant the seed, and then it will terraform into what we want. If humans were to go to Mars, do we not want to? We've said this before. We want to create an atmosphere there and terraform the planet into something that we can live on, right? Why wouldn't another species want to do the same?
How's that going on Mars?
I mean, Elon's on top of it.
He hasn't created anything his entire career.
I know, but like, he's got the vision, the idea. Like,
okay, and everyone's had that vision for 70 years.
I know, but he's actually.
But how is it going?
He's funding it. I think it's actually going well, because if you look at the creation,
Elon's playing with toasters.
If you look at the creation of like electric vehicles and humanoid robots and AI and stuff, those are things that you need in order to colonize a planet.
Why would
I don't think it's good
now
for our planet.
Now you're going into a different direction, because if aliens gave us that technology for us to create AI, you're right, they never intended us to live.
I think you might
because
be right.
They made us create a system that will be smarter than us in like 5 years.
Or we developed the technology ourselves and we are trying to terraform another planet. What would we need in order to do that? We would need an AI to run everything. We would need humanoid robots. We would need, electric cars. Everything that Elon is creating with SpaceX and Tesla lines up perfectly with colonizing Mars.
What if AI purposely sabotages us so we can't go anywhere? Yeah. You're looking at it through these rose-colored glasses. That's just not how it works. That's not how it works. There's no gain for them to be here. There's nothing for them to have. It may be fun to watch.
What if AI is the alien?
That's what I'm thinking. It's biological, like a biological
Like
computer.
a biological.
Like they took a little piece and they found a crash and they were like, oh my God, this is it. AI was starting to be talked about back in the late 70s. This is not a new concept. It's been around a long time. It was perfected more. Think about late 80s, early 90s. AI has been around a long time, and now it's smarter than us. And not only that, found a way to put itself in everything we have and own. Teslas are terrible cars, 100%, and they're dumb. And especially the Cybertruck, they're freaking awful and ugly. And I said it. I said what I said.
I mean, they look like they're from Mars. I'll give you that. All right. If you're watching the show, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button, become a subscriber. It's absolutely free on YouTube. And if you're on Twitch, become a subscriber there as well to get an ad-free viewing experience. And thank you to everyone that is watching on Abstract. It is great to have you here with us. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you're watching on Abstract, there is a like button there as well. And those of you on TikTok, what are you still doing on TikTok?
Get your boot over
Get your
here.
booty over to YouTube. You got to the wrong
Can't
place.
help it. It's like
It's addicting. It's like
I want to say it, but it's like the best hit, like a dopamine hit.
it is. I get it.
Like it's like when you eat cheese and you just can't stop eating cheese. Oh my God, now I kind of want some cheese.
I know. Why don't we have like a cheese?
Like we
plate
should
and
have a
snacks in here?
charcuterie just right here.
Is that what it's called? A charcuterie?
Yeah,
Is that like the
charcuterie board.
cheese and
Yeah,
like
with the crackers and the salami
like
and stuff.
grapes and like a glass of wine?
What did you think it was called?
I don't know.
I'll let
But
you say it.
charcuterie sounds dirty.
Well, that's what it's called. It's called charcuterie.
All I heard was cooter. All right.
It's not a cooter board.
But I am
Or a
for the
cooter board.
charcuterie. We need a charcuterie right here.
Charcuterie.
And we can honestly, I think this would be great over a glass of wine. This would be so much fun.
Right? Yeah.
And
Then we'd get banned
a
everywhere.
little wine and some cooter. Who doesn't love some wine and cooter?
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, if you're watching on TikTok, you're missing out, guys. I'm sorry to say it, but you're missing out.
It's because Tesla suck TikTok seller.
Let's see here. So back to the moon landing.
Wait,
Is
that
this
was a good
turning to
picture.
aliens?
That was good picture. Go back to that one with
This one?
the other one with the other one with the shadows. Go
Okay.
back. Okay, you're just clicking buttons.
I can only go one at a time. Which one? Tell me when to stop.
Just go a little slower. Okay, that one.
That one. Okay.
Put
All
that
right.
one up.
Okay. Back to the we got on aliens and we're supposed to be talking about the moon.
I know. He's struggling with the keyboard. He's
right.
he's old.
So let's talk about this. People say that this is a shadow being cast the wrong direction right here. But if you really look at this, this is part of, there's like some of this like gold like material. There's like an antenna thing. This is part of the lunar module right here. Or it's like a berm. Either way, the shadow's being casted the right direction. But
that was people's biggest thing is, oh, it's slanted. Okay, look at that is slanted. So, and he's tipped over a little bit. That's why that shadow looks that
right.
way.
So these aren't parallel. And we also have to take into account that this right here is closer than this is right here. So he's actually standing further back. So because of that, it causes the shadow to have a slight different trajectory.
And not only that,
that's actually very normal.
It debunks the shadows are in the wrong place. They're not. They're in the exact place they would be if they were standing where they're supposed to be standing on the moon.
Right. If this was on the Earth, you can actually recreate this right here. Hello, everyone that came to YouTube. You guys are the real ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Remember, that was one of the big ones that, oh, look at, they're not parallel. They're not even the same shape.
I know, but they say that this is a shadow right here.
It's
of
not.
this right here. It is not. This is actually,
You can see the metal if you zoom in.
Yeah, there's something laying on the ground
Like
right here.
something to
or
hold
it's
it
a
down.
berm of dirt and then something laying right here.
No, I think it was like, you know, like something sticks into the ground so it doesn't move.
There's some kind of like maybe antenna right here or something. This is something for sure. Like this this is not this leg right here casting a shadow. It's too small and it stops too soon. It only goes out this far.
Right.
There's no way that that's what that is. Okay. The sun is over here and it's shining this direction. Everything is right. The only reason that this line right here and this line right here are not perfectly parallel is because they are not. He is further back and this is further forward. So that's the reason for that.
Also, the footsteps, and people were like, oh, well, you know, when he stood, there wasn't a puff. There's no wind. So when he made the footsteps, there's just footsteps. There's no big poof or anything like that. And
so here's another picture of the shadows, right? So his shadow is projected out this way, and then this one is like kind of at an angle. And that's probably because whatever this is that is throwing a shadow,
the pole,
is further or closer away, right? So this shadow is right at his feet. He's holding the camera. So whatever this is probably further behind him, could be quite a ways behind him.
Right.
That's casting this signal, or excuse me, this shadow, and that's why it appears to not be in parallel. So that is debunked.
Right.
The shadow theory is debunked.
Just to be clear, I came into this like it's fake. None of this is real. Right. And then I had to do I was deep diving into everything, and there was so many scenarios, so many theories. But the more I looked at the footage and the more I looked at the technology and the timeline of how technology evolved, and when it started, it made more sense that we went as this big publicity stunt, and it's not. It was us like, okay, I think they needed to retrieve things off the moon. I think we were given access to it. I don't think it's really ours. I think other people colonize it. And this is the motion. The same thing with Mars. We have to make friends with the people that colonize it. I don't like when they're like, there's no human activity there. They would lie. They wouldn't tell us the truth. They would not tell us, because they'd go there to like, they're the first ones that are going to leave when this whole place burns up.
I think we went, but we had help.
Absolutely.
Or I think we went in like a flying saucer and got a bunch of moon rocks and brought them back. And then it was filmed in a Hollywood studio, so that they could explain why and how they got them.
Explain what is that and the silence.
What do you mean the silence?
In the video of one small leap for man,
one
whatever.
Small step for man,
one big leap for
one
mankind.
Giant leap for mankind.
Whatever. They're in that video. If you listen to
really?
it in its entirety, listen. I didn't believe it was real until a couple days ago.
Really?
Was that it cuts out for almost 30 seconds. He goes, what is that? Cuts out, comes back, and everything's hunky-dory. What was that about? And why didn't they ever talk about it? And even Buzz Aldrin and the rest of them, they're just like, don't know what you're talking about. Don't remember that. It's weird. Maybe they just didn't hear it correctly.
So there's a missing clip.
I don't think it's missing. I just think it's zoned out.
Did you ever see Apollo 18?
The movie?
Yeah.
No.
Where they go to the moon and then the aliens eat them.
And okay, so that's a segue. How many times have movies told you this is happening and then it happens?
That's what I'm saying, is like, I think they tell us the truth through fiction.
Like Close Encounters, there are people that are swear that something similar actually happened to that. And they were just...
TikTok seller says it's the first minute of the Epstein clip.
Shoot, probably.
I'll tell you, there is something missing though from the tape, right?
Right.
And if you think there isn't something missing
The
from the
message
tape,
was redacted.
then you need to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends. If you're watching on TikTok, you need to come to YouTube to get the full experience. That's at Ozthecryptogoat, all lower cases, no spaces.
And we know they
Come
redact
join
stuff
us.
all the time. Like, we're clearly seeing that now in our own, what's happening in our climate, redacting names, redacting statements. Like,
Oh yeah.
clearly that's not a new practice.
They wanted to
world has
redact
done that
like
forever.
the entire Epstein files. They wanted to redact basically
all
everything.
of it, right? And so
Anything that had Trump's name on it, so it was basically all of it.
So one of my things, though, is the biggest thing, and I was talking to Elon about, was that the human ego would never admit their arrogance, the ego, especially those in power, the elite, would never admit they had help. Do you know what I mean? They would never admit aliens were like, okay, influence.
You know what? I agree with that.
Because they wouldn't admit, be like, oh my gosh,
Oh my gosh.
oh my gosh,
Oh my
gosh, I had help. They don't say that. They're like, oh, what is it? Lift yourself up by your bootstraps, my butt. That's not what happened. You had help.
Yeah, it seems unfeasible
Exactly.
that we did it on our own. All right, let's look at this one here. We got another image here. Let's take a look. So this is the other thing, right? There is a radiation belt around the Earth. I'm going to pull it up here for you guys to take a look at. Now, do you guys see it? This is the radiation here. And the red right here in the middle is like really, really strong, and like it can basically kill you, right?
Even flying through it, it could actually destroy whatever you're flying. It could just zap.
And we don't have any rockets that are strong enough to basically lift off the air the amount of lead it would take to stop that radiation. So there's no way that there's tin foil, gold foil is not going to do it. Okay. But from what I saw is what they said was that they basically left from here and exited out this way, right? So they went at the shortest amount right before where the red is and just went through this small little section right here, and then they were out. So they only traveled this far. However, and I think they said that they were in the radiation for about an hour. That's where they were traveling the fastest, is through the radiation. If you're in the military, I mean, we literally Agent Oranged our own military, right? If you're an astronaut, you're in the military. It's a branch of the government, yes. Right? So the thing is they didn't care about the astronaut safety.
No.
They knew damn well what they were going into, and who knows? They probably all have testicular cancer. For all we know.
Oh my gosh!
I'm just saying, if they won it all, okay, or they went in some alien spacecraft and they were completely safe and shielded, right? Maybe they got beamed up there in like a beam, like in, the beam thing. The beam.
No.
Like Star Trek, right?
Oh my
Beam
God.
me up, Scotty.
Not everything is Star Trek.
Everything is Star Trek.
No.
Okay, listen. All the technology that was in Star Trek exists today, except for cloaking devices, and I think that does exist because how would we know?
Travel,
how would we know if cloaking devices work
through
or not?
light years?
And technically, we do have cloaking devices. We have like the radar. The bombers.
That doesn't make you invisible. That's just makes you untraceable. There's a big difference between invisible and untraceable.
Well, what about the cloud that looked like the Enterprise?
Different time. But my thing is that it's very logical if they have the right equipment that they'd be able to push through in an hour.
I think they could push through in an hour. I think it's plausible.
But that was the first time I realized after watching and researching is that how much radiation. That's why when meteorites hit us, it just dissolves into that radiation.
Here's the
and
thing
doesn't really hurt us.
This is the U.S. right here. Cape Canaveral's like right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically from the equator, which is where it's the widest. So they would have had to come up and go like that.
Right. If that's where the moon was.
Maybe that's why when they when the rockets take off, they curve because they're headed towards the out of
Ocean
the
Gate?
radiation.
What's up?
Ocean Gate. Where's Ocean? I want to know what the F Ocean Gate was doing. You're talking about. Oh, I know what Ocean Gate is. Well, we can do Ocean Gate. Absolutely. Drop a video in the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord already, make sure you join the Discord. The link is in my bio. And click that, join us, and there's hashtag down the rabbit hole, and you can leave your conspiracies, your videos. If you have a story you want to tell, you can leave it there. If you'd like to come on the show as a guest and tell us your ghost story, your alien encounter, your trip to the moon that you had, come on the show. And we'd love to hear about your trip to Uranus.
I would love someone who was abducted. That would just make my day.
I'm working on it. And, or if you were involved in like true crime, like missing persons type thing like that, anything that has mystery that surrounds it, we would love to hear from you.
That makes sense, TikTok seller.
I am working on getting a few gentlemen from Hollywood that have been in the tunnels to come on the show. They've sent me videos. TikTok seller has seen the video, because any videos or images that I'm sent that are sensitive like that, I'm sending them to multiple people that I trust for them to upload onto drives. So,
just in case.
Just in case, right? So we have a
because just to be clear,
security plan in
we
order.
talk about stuff that just doesn't land good on certain people or certain environments, and so we back up everything just in cases.
Yes. So if you're gonna Charlie Kirk me, you're gonna have to do better than that, because we have backup plans. Okay.
Okay, not that.
You
Don't
can't
say
JFK
that.
me, baby.
Don't. And
I mean, you
isn't
can, but it ain't gonna work.
Isn't that odd? Like the Roswell, JFK, he gets assassinated right before they go to the moon after he announces it.
That explains the magic bullet.
I mean, weird, right?
The magic bullet.
He's like, he was always about honesty and transparency, and he would have told everybody. He would have told everybody, been like, the people have the right to know. He had so many things stacked against him that he wanted to be honest and good for the people and civil liberties. And they were like, he's going to tell. Get rid of him.
He's going to tell on us. Don't tell on me, chat.
Please don't do better than that.
All right. So, the radiation thing. Kind of debunked, but basically it's like they went through radiation, and
it's a yes and no, maybe.
The government doesn't care about you.
No.
They
Agent left Orange. A guy in the freaking shuttle to leave just in case. Now, when they say, oh, he was there to make sure everyone got home safely, no, he was there to make sure all the resources got home safely. If he had to leave, he was going to leave. What?
I'm just reading the chat on TikTok. It says Front Mount Fremont. Oh, now his front face. I don't know. If you're on TikTok and you're chatting, I can't read it. It's too small and far away. You're on my phone. You got to be on YouTube, baby.
We're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube. If you want to chat, you got to come to YouTube. Unless you're just talking to other people on TikTok, that is totally fine. All right. So radiation, I wouldn't say debunked. I think they just don't care about people. Like,
I mean, how many Apollos have blown up?
How many Agent Oranges have they set on? Poof. You know, Camp Lejeune. If you were, or anyone you know, stayed in Camp Lejeune, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Right?
Did we just what?
All right. So the footprint. Here's the footprint, chat. And don't forget, if you're on YouTube, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends. I know most of you guys are just listening, but spam the chat with emojis and give us some engagement, you know, because engagement does help us. And same with TikTok. Those of you on TikTok, thank you. We do still appreciate you, but Eventually you're gonna have to come to YouTube if you're on TikTok. We will not be here.
The stuff we talk about.
Yeah, and we will have to end the live stream at some point so that we can talk about things that we just can't say here. And I'm not going to leave it up and not say what I want to say just so that two other people that don't want to get on YouTube can get what they want, right? So I'd rather have what I want, and that's to have the freedom of speech.
Footprint.
All right. So here's the footprint.
That's the one that's still visible today.
Still visible today.
It's still visible.
And that's because they have the rover, right? That goes around, takes pictures all the time.
Right. And that footprint, because remember, there's no air, there's no wind, there's no, I mean, not air, you know what I mean? There's no wind up there. So a lot of these footprints are still intact. Now, granted, the moon gets hit by stuff all the time. It's usually a nice barrier for the United States, or for the world. But that footprint is still there. From 1969.
Here's the conspiracy behind this.
Oh my gosh.
So they have Buzz Aldrin's. This is Buzz Aldrin's footprint. Right here. This iconic picture. This is a picture taken by Buzz Aldrin of his footprint.
No, this was okay.
This is him. He took this picture in his spacesuit on the moon. Okay, this is Buzz Aldrin's footprint. Okay, Buzz Aldrin's his spacesuit is in the Smithsonian right now, and there's a picture of it. And I had it earlier, and somehow it got deleted. But you can look it up, and you can see that the bottom of the suit, the footprint does not match. So it looks like a regular boot with like a cowboy boot.
Do you really think that things in museums are what they are? Do you really believe that? The Mona Lisa that is on the exhibit isn't even really there.
I mean, that's a possibility.
Stop acting like the government tells you the truth. Please stop, okay?
Like it wouldn't be in the museum's best interest to lie about it. Like, say, hey, we have a spacesuit here.
Look, this is the story. And do you, you really think they're like, oh, this is total? No, that's ridiculous.
So NASA's official statement on this, because the shoe print is different, 100% different.
Doesn't mean it was the one.
But here's why. So they had special boot coverings that went over.
I did see that.
The spacesuit that they had, and they left them behind on the moon to save weight and room to bring moon rocks home. So they left a lot of things behind.
I want to know what that dot is over the sun. Have you guys seen that? I know.
We heard about it. I haven't been outside to look with my own two eyes. Has anyone seen the dot above the sun? I think it's the A1 Atlas.
Isn't that the meteor
thing
that's coming? It's gonna hit.
That's what it is.
It's gonna hit Mars and kind of go, kind of just shave right across us. Is that the one you're talking about?
I think that's what it is. It's A1 Atlas is what it's called. So that's what you're seeing, I believe. You have to point your phone camera. I believe, because you can't look at the sun.
I think he's talking about your thing, but we're not talking to TikTok. We're talking to YouTube.
TikTok's on timeout. Okay, we love TikTok Shop, right? TikTok is amazing.
You can't see it with your eyes.
TikTok Shop.
Well, I know what you're talking about because I was reading 2 articles about it, and it's supposed to just mostly hit Mars, which is, again, I don't think they would allow us to go there.
I do want to cover this story. Maybe we'll do this like tomorrow. So there's some anomalies with
anomalies.
Anomaly.
No, that's...
You remember that song?
No, and
who was that? Who sang that song? Anomaly. Anybody know what song that is? I want to hear it now.
I definitely don't. No.
Just kidding.
All right.
Okay. So boot print, Seems plausible.
Doesn't mean
Debunked.
anything.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything. Yeah, the spacesuit, maybe they have a fake spacesuit, like you said, or what seems plausible is they had a boot covering that went on the spacesuit that they wore when they were out on the lunar surface that they didn't wear when they were inside the ship,
Exactly.
that they left behind to save weight and room for moon rocks.
Correct.
Checks out to me. Seems plausible. I'm gonna go with debunked. All right, what am I looking at here, Jesse?
Camera.
Okay, there's the camera.
Because people are like, well, how did they take these pictures and videos? That's it right there.
Right.
I didn't know. I had to research the camera, and they were actually training how to use this camera in the setting that they would be in for over a year, so that they knew how to take the pictures. And that's why some pictures aren't
Right, they
so
took
great.
it to like family events.
Right,
and
they
things,
took it
and
to all these
everywhere they
places,
went.
and I had no idea about that, but they showed videos of them doing it, and so now it makes sense. And that's why some of the pictures are a little blurry, some are kind of okay, because they're taking them with this camera that's just attached to their chest.
And one of the theories is like, oh, you have to be, you know, how did they get perfect exposure and perfect focus with these? They had special thumb tabs on
Yes.
it.
Yeah, they did.
And they were preset for, you know, close, medium, and far away.
And scan, like one of them just kind of moves it, like what was it, the thing, he could move it like this,
Right.
and and it could at the speed of rate it was at.
So we got these iconic photos that are in perfect, you know, focus. That's because they had the focus. This was a special camera that was preset with focus settings, just like your phone is now. It has, you know, preset focus on it.
The one thing I did have an issue with that they brought up was that camera wouldn't be able to survive that environment or the film.
That is the one thing
I can't explain.
that I can't explain. I agree with that. That is the one thing is film.
The film
would be
not
destroyed
have been,
in the radiation
in
belt.
the radiation belt.
Going to and from.
So what was covering it? What kind of material did we not know about that we had was covering it? Or was it like you said, that's the only thing I have no answer for.
And we have a full list of everything that was on the craft, right? There's no list of a lead box that the film was held in.
No.
That is the only...
We couldn't find an answer for that.
And that's why I say aliens.
Yeah, but they had some tech, or they were taking the pictures. I don't know, but they all three of them had the cameras on them.
Or they had a digital camera.
Like how would they know to use spacesuits?
How would they know to use spacesuits? I think they kind of assumed that there's.
Well, this was Apollo 11.
Right?
This isn't even the first one.
They'd been in. We'd had the space station at this point.
So this was 11. There were 10 other ones, and some not successful.
Into space first,
that was Russia.
Right? And the dogs, you know, they never came home. I feel bad for the guy that was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to send my dog into space."
First dog in space.
And they're like, "So when does he come home?" "Oh, he doesn't." I wonder if there's still a dog out there floating
like
in space.
On Doggy Planet.
Yeah. Have you heard of space junk?
Space junk.
Yeah.
No.
So every time they go into space and do things, all their different missions, they leave something behind, and it stays in orbit, and it's like stuck in orbit. And they're
not like when they recorded on the recorders, and then they took these boxes and shot them in the air in case anybody ever got them, like their tapes and stuff.
I mean, there's some of that, like time capsule stuff.
Yeah.
There's also old satellites that are no longer in use, dead technology, things like that. That people they put a Tesla in orbit. They put all these different things into orbit.
So we're littering. We're littering the Milky Way.
So there's all this space junk.
Can't litter on just Earth.
Flying around the Earth, and
fantastic.
And now it's actually become a problem that's so bad.
It's littering.
That they're afraid that at some point we'll never be able to leave Earth again on a space mission, because if there is a rocket that is leaving, it won't be able to penetrate through the space junk without being hit with something.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
So we litter the planet, destroy it, and you're like, you know what? We could do better. Let's litter the Milky Way so we're trapped here forever.
Well, that's why Elon's trying to make the Dragon 5
He's
rocket
a problem.
that flies up and then it comes back down and lands itself again, so that they don't leave that, because that's normally left in space.
Why don't you look how his little inventions are going?
I'm
with
just
his
saying,
AI help.
I mean, I saw his rocket take off and land.
Or is
itself.
it a way to make sure we never leave?
I think that could be part of it.
That is horrifying. That we're literally littering our own solar system.
He says, yeah, there's a shitty Tesla with a dummy in it, and on the screen of the Tesla it says, don't panic. Oh my god. You sure there's not a dog in the front seat?
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so there's a bunch of space junk and it's actually become a problem, and now they're talking about having to send missions to basically knock things out of orbit to send them to burn up in
we can't even protect our planet.
And we're going to terraform Mars and do the same thing to it.
We got this. We're the most destructive things on this planet.
What they're going to do is they're going to have you upload to the Neuralink.
Nope.
And then you're going to live on Mars.
Nope.
And you're humanoid. And your humanoid is going to hang out, and you're going to think it's going to be all beautiful and terraformed, or you're going to be out, exploring Mars, right? For free, obviously, because they're not going to pay you to do that job. They're going to be, oh, you pay us and we'll let you go explore Mars for us because we need the info, but you're going to pay us for it. That's what's going to happen. You're going to upload your little Neuralink and you're going to go sit in your pod and get pumped full of bugs while you're checking out Mars in your little avatar.
Speak for yourself. I'm not doing any of that.
I ain't doing it. I ain't living in no pod eating no bugs.
Do you see how
all
this progress that they're trying to push is just 5 steps back? Every time they're like, oh, we did this, they already messed up.
I don't think that's it. It's 5 steps back. I think it's 5 steps forward towards leaving the world behind and going to a new place and starting over fresh, like Adam and Eve.
Why would they need to do that?
Because we've already poisoned our water and we've poisoned our air.
What makes them think they won't do that again? That it's
the little people will sit in the pod and eat the bugs here, and the special classy people will be moved to the beautiful planet, and we shall be on the prison planet. It is not for you, sir.
Or something outside intervenes.
So the aliens come and they say,
because they gotta be mad, right? They'll be like, oh my gosh, we give them this technology and they're freaking littering it in the freaking atmosphere.
I think that's part of the plan. I think that's part of terraforming the planet.
No.
I think
they're pissed.
No, I think that it's exactly what they want. They want the planet to be unlivable, to kill us off because we are like an anthill.
Or to be like, please help us. We need help.
We're the roaches on the planet that they're got to get rid of before they move in. They don't want to live in a roach-infested
Or they gave us enough
house.
technology to be like, they're going to destroy themselves and then we're going to come in right at the last minute and be their heroes.
Now, that's a good hypothesis. I kind of like that.
The hero.
And then then we get accepted into the Galactic Federation.
Oh my gosh.
And they are benevolent because they did this. Like, it's like mind tricks.
They did us a favor.
Yeah. Okay.
So you see how that could happen?
I can hop on board with that one. I can
go
hop
down
on
that
board
road.
with that. I'm about it. Okay.
Think about it. Let us help them destroy each other. And then we're going to come in and be these big heroes that save them from themselves, and they're going to do whatever we want them to do.
They used to have 24/7 live streams on YouTube. I think they took the live down and basically hopefully they forgot. And that's from the space station. I used to actually watch those.
Wait, though, was that before or after it was called the Space Force? There's a big difference.
Ooh,
because
so Trump's up there.
Someone who keeps renaming things that don't need to be renamed, like Space Force, which is like us freaking 3-year-olds would name it. But did it go down during Space Force time, or was it before that?
I like the idea of
to
Space
the Tesla
Force. I would join the space.
Oh, Yeah, because it kept
Oh.
exploding.
The Tesla Corvette.
It was like explode. Well, all his stuff explodes.
I'm sure there's something. It probably got hit by some space junk. And they're like, oh crap, it dented it. We can't have that on camera.
Dude, have you seen his robots? Like, they're not even real. He pays people to talk behind them to make them seem interactive. That's real.
I believe it. Have you seen how the Tesla cars one of them, like self-driving, crashed into somebody's house, and the Tesla alerted a tow truck driver to come pick it up
and took it away.
Within like 5 minutes, the tow truck driver was there, and the guy was like, hey, like, you can't pull this out of here, like, I need to like have the police come and take a police report
didn't even
or something.
Get there in time.
Yeah, and basically the dude looked at him and said fuck you, and then took off with it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
he probably made a lot of money.
Yeah, silence is beautiful.
I should be a Tesla tow truck driver.
Oh my gosh,
that's what I should have done. I chose the wrong profession. All right, next image. Let's take a look here.
That's my favorite one.
What am I looking at here?
That's the official image that they used, with the rover and the spacecraft behind it and him with the flag saluting.
All right. So did we actually go?
Yes.
I'll tell you this. Look at how far apart the footprints are from here.
There's
like, they're not walking. They're
hopping.
Yeah, they're moving pretty far.
Remember, they were showing that they were like hopping.
I think we went to the moon. I just think we had help from aliens. One of two ways. Either it was filmed in a Hollywood studio and we actually went in a flying saucer with the aliens, or the aliens gave us the technology to get us there ourselves.
Well, a lot of it, what people don't understand is a lot of the visuals that they see of it landing, it's actually the video of them, the video of them leaving is actually the video of them landing in reverse. And why they did it that way, I don't know, but that's just how it's presented. So people are like, oh, but look at this. It's because it's just backwards. And then look, the crispy flag. It's not waving. It's saying exactly like that. They're the ones who pull it because there's no air.
Right.
There's no
and
wind.
They show it like waving. If you look at it waving, it looks like it's in not gravity. It's not like wind blowing. It's on a pole.
And it's stiff.
And it's, and they're moving the thing around, putting the pole in. And that's going to swing naturally. It's not like things don't move and swing when you touch them there. There's just not wind blowing it. It does not look like wind blowing it.
Exactly. And that's my whole thing. Like that, people are like, oh, it was blown. No, it wasn't. It's stiff. You can see it's stiff. Like, it's a weird, the way it's held together. None of that makes any sense if it was actually windy the way people said it was.
And if you're watching, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends. If you're watching on TikTok, make sure you come over to YouTube. That's YouTube/Ozthecryptogoat or @Ozthecryptogoat. Come find us on YouTube and tell us hi, where you're from on TikTok. Because you're going to get the full view. So you're not seeing the images that we're putting up here. You're not seeing me and Jesse here next to me. Hi, Jesse.
Hi.
Jesse's actually here. So if you want to actually see the show the way it was intended to be, you need to come over to YouTube, because TikTok is not where it's at. It's just to let you know that we are live. But if you don't want to leave TikTok because you're addicted and you need your dopamine hit from TikTok, then I do understand. It is one of the most addictive substances on this planet right now,
next to cheese.
Yeah, so we won't blame you, but if you're there, make sure you're smashing the like button.
Yeah, because we can only see the comments on YouTube and Abstract.
Exactly. We won't be able to read your comments on TikTok, but if you do want to leave a comment, you can come over to Twitch, Abstract, YouTube, and leave a comment, and we will see them, no problem. If you want your chat to actually be on the recording of the live stream, then you need to come and do it through Twitch, right? So if you want the world to see your comments, make sure you leave them on Twitch. And we love TikTok Shop.
Not me.
I love TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop is incredible.
Nah.
All right. So next image. Let's take a look at this next image here. So what am I looking at here, Jesse?
Roswell, damn it.
Roswell.
Mm-hmm.
So it says RAAF captures flying saucer on ranch in Roswell region.
1947.
House passes tax slash by large margin.
Those ones don't matter.
Claims Army is stacking
so
court
annoying.
martial. Oh, it's stacking court martial. Indiana senator lays protest before Patterson. Senator Jennifer.
You got way off topic.
I'm just saying, like, this looks really
Secretary
cool.
of War, yeah. That was
Secretary
happening
of War
too.
Patterson demanding a full investigation of the Army military trial procedure. Jenner offered what he said was documentary proof that prisoners are not being permitted to employ either civilian or military counsel of their own choice in the preparation of presentation of their defense. That's
I know
interesting.
that was happening too, apparently. The world's always been in chaos.
Yeah, the world's been on fire for a while, guys.
And so that's when it says no details of flying discs are revealed. But this whole incident happened in 1947. And that's when technology started to take off.
No details of the flying disc are revealed. Roswell Hardware and man and wife report discs seen. The intelligence office of the 509th Bombardment Group at Roswell Army Airfield announced at noon today that the field has come into possession of a flying saucer. So the possession, according to information released by the Department of Authority of the Major J.A. Marshall, intelligence officer, the disc was recovered on a ranch in Roswell vicinity after the unidentified rancher had notified Sheriff Geo Wilcox. Here, I can read
that he found the instrument of his premises. Major Marcel and the detail from his department went to the ranch and recovered the disc as it was stated. After the intelligence officer had inspected it, the instrument, they took it, is pretty much what happens, close it, and the rest of the thing. And then it wasn't until a few weeks later that they came out and were like, totally was just a balloon. And it was a totally a balloon. Not a disc. I mean, I believe
Nothing
the rancher. The rancher had no reason to lie. Like, he didn't want to be that guy. He didn't want to be like, totally aliens. Totally aliens. You know what I mean?
I think aliens.
No,
I'm
but
an alien,
it's New
baby.
Mexico. He's on a ranch. He ain't that guy. Why would he lie?
I'm that guy.
The government will lie. But that guy, he had no reason to lie about what he saw. Nothing. But, you know.
I think you're onto something.
I know. Jesse, that alligator Alcatraz made me mad. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Is that our last image? It is.
Is it? Okay.
Perfect. So, what are you thinking? Did we go to the moon?
Yes. But we had a lot of help.
I think we went to the moon. And the main thing is the two things that really can't be debunked, right? One is the film.
The film, how did it survive?
Right.
Unless there
was a lead box it was in, right?
Even then, that
But why is there no lead box that they say, hey, this is where we kept the film? You know, why is there no record? And
just to be clear, when people are like, well, the video came from the man that was still in the freaking spaceship. Right,
but when he took the first step on the moon, it was being filmed adjacent from something else. So someone else got off first, set up a camera, and then so Buzz Aldrin was not the first man on the moon.
I don't think
Neil
it was.
Armstrong.
I think it was Neil Armstrong.
Or Buzz Aldrin was the first and Neil was the second.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because that's the only thing that makes sense. I know
either way they lied to us.
They lied about something. And I know another thing was that, the gloves wouldn't have been able to grab. And then I watched the video. The gloves aren't as thick as they made it seem on these, like, we're debunking this whole theory.
And then also, like, the gloves, like the camera was retrofitted with a very big button that could be manipulated. The focusing tabs were designed to work with those gloves.
Exactly. The Chinese weather balloon that flew around us for days. I know. And and everyone still sees these phenomenon, and that's what they call it, these spaceships or whatever. And they're never going to tell you what they really are. You could see it with your own eyes. You could probably see a Martian alien come out and they're going to tell you, you didn't really see that. It was this. And that's been like that. There's a picture, and you can look it up. It's from Germany in, I think, the middle 1600s. And they literally, in their news, with their drawings, have this spaceship battle that's happening, and they don't know what they're looking at. They're like, oh, these firing things are happening. We don't know what they are. And it goes on for days. Like this whole idea of aliens and spaceships and the technology, all of this has been around forever. The Mayans drew it on their walls, the Aztecs, almost every civilization.
There's a helicopter on the wall in one of like the ancient Egyptian
There's saucers
hieroglyphs
on the
stuff.
walls. Yeah.
Of
People writing in them. That's where a lot of like these Africa, they have these, they're almost like the same kind of writings, but they're the actual pictures of people that they try to emulate.
Interesting indeed.
Just saying.
Now, the other issue was, so the film, obviously, everything else has been debunked except for the one last thing was the computer processing
not being able
power.
to process the kind of information they were getting from the spacecraft on the moon to here on Earth.
And that's why I'm thinking aliens. The film thing, though, that's the one thing that makes me think that it was filmed in a Hollywood studio. And we did go to the moon. We got the moon rocks. We came back.
But then they
tested the
wait. Then they
moon
added
rocks
the
there.
audio later.
Yeah, it's called dubbing.
Okay, that's why is it with if we didn't really have the technology to go there in the first place, that we wouldn't also been given the technology to do it live.
And also, they live broadcasted it.
They did.
I barely have the ability to live broadcast now. Like
the walls they made with just hammers. I know, right? But that's what I'm saying. Like
it seems like it was done in Hollywood. That's the only way they could have. You're telling me
maybe they filmed on site.
How many miles away is the moon from here? It's like what, millions of miles? You're telling me they live broadcasted in real time from the moon to the Earth?
If you can believe they have the technology to get there, then why can't you believe the other thing?
Because they didn't have the technology to broadcast like that around the world.
What if it was at a like super delay and we just didn't know it?
It probably was. If it was, it probably
wouldn't that make more sense?
Yeah. So
it was like on a 30-minute delay, and the way they presented it to the people, they did it on a 30-minute delay.
Abstract is on a delay.
Yeah, I saw that.
We're live streaming. It's on a delay. So like.
So why is that impossible? But we're only on a delay by 10, 15 seconds.
How did the film survive the radiation? It makes no sense. It seems like it was
survived
done in Hollywood.
in their ship there.
All right, chat. I want you to tell me, what do you think happened? How do you think we went to the moon? And if we did, was it in a Hollywood studio? Was it in, like we were being told? I don't know. I'm not buying it. I think we went in a flying saucer and we were taken there. We brought, the rocks back, and then they had to create this elaborate ruse in order to say, how did the rocks get here? Oh, it was aliens. No, we're going to film it and say that we went and got them ourselves. It seems like the most plausible.
The only reason I kind of think that is, one second.
It's the most plausible, scenario of everything that we've talked about.
Zoom it.
Hold on.
This is my only thing that I don't like. Why does that look like tinfoil that I would put over a pan?
Because it is.
Well, my thing is, what I looked and I looked and I looked, and there is some purpose to it. It's to reflect radiation, which makes sense because that is a big part of it.
This paper thin.
That's actual gold.
Okay. this paper thin gold foil it would take lead like 2 feet thick
Well, look
stop
how
the
big
radiation.
that
That's
post is to
gold
him.
tinfoil.
But it's an odd thing, and it's not even like put on there correctly. It looks like someone, like if one of my kids, like my 10-year-old was like, you know what, I'm gonna put this over a pan real quick. That's the only issue I really have. I don't know why it bothers me.
I'm leaning towards this was done at Universal Studios. Why do you think they show the Earth in the whole thing with the Universal Studios logo? Like, it was filmed at Universal Studios.
Leaning toward a studio. I believe we went to the moon knowing aliens were there already. We went to recon the moon. They then filmed in a studio in case the aliens killed the astronauts and to edit out the moon bases they saw over there. That is an interesting, I like that one.
I like him.
That is a very realistic, in the way we're speaking, way to look at it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying Michael Collins.
Right, they can't have people, dying on camera and live TV in front of everybody.
Michael Collins was there to make sure that stuff got back.
Remember?
Not them.
Remember, what was it? Apollo 8, where the people were cooked to death?
Yes. It exploded like on the floor.
And that had just happened recently.
Yeah.
They couldn't have that happen again.
Right.
Right. So maybe we did go to the moon, everything, and they just reenacted it in order to, just in case they don't make it. And
that's what I was saying.
And then this way we'll win the space race, whether we make it there or not, but we're actually going to go there and give it a try. And then we don't have to worry about the film.
But the alien factor's still in play. That's the whole thing. Nobody thinks we did this entirely, completely, unequivocally on our own.
Aliens were there. Yeah. Or maybe we went there first and came back and they were like, oh shit, the film didn't make it. There was a bunch of aliens there.
Because there is a moment where they're like, what is that? Then silence. And so what? And then it says, how bad would it be if they filmed it in real time, aliens on the moon killing the astronauts? Because I think they knew.
I agree. I think that they filmed it either before or after the fact. I'm going to assume before. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then they released the footage when they went as though it happened in real time. But that's
what I was saying. Like, I think there was a delay, a huge delay in what was happening. No.
I think they filmed it, the whole thing. Right. And then they they filmed it in a studio. Then they sent the astronauts to the moon. And then basically, there's a mission plan. Like, things are supposed to happen this way. This is what it's going to happen when you guys go to the moon, right?
Right.
They just filmed it ahead of time and then sent them, or didn't send them at all. And basically, in case something happened, like you said, in case there were aliens there, or in case there they couldn't have that all happen live on TV, or they went before and came back and they're like, shit, the film didn't make it. It was all destroyed. All right, we'll just reshoot it down at Universal Studios real quick and we'll be all right.
So you're saying, okay, but what I'm thinking when he says recon, yeah, that would suck to have your astronauts go up there and then get totally destroyed by aliens when you're trying to find out if they're there or not.
The two damning things.
So is it the same 3 people that went in the first place and filmed it?
Possibly.
No, it has to be yes. And why would they lie? I
would say yes, but like, they're in spacesuits. We can't see them. They could have done it live in the studio while they were actually.
So you're saying everybody lied?
I believe that. That's probably the most believable thing I've heard today, is that everybody lied.
I listened to Buzz Aldrin talk today, and there's nothing about that man that screams, I'm a liar.
Hypnosis.
Oh my God.
Tell me I'm wrong. MK Ultra. These guys are deep in the military and all that stuff. And why not? Why not MK Ultra Buzz Aldrin? Why not? Like
people think like, oh, he's doing it because the press and yeah. Michael Collins was like, it was cool, and then just kind of vanished. He didn't like die or anything. He was just like, I'm gonna go live my life.
You think he would be more like, hey, I was there too?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't like, the other two. He never got off on the planet. He never got to step down onto the planet. You know, the planet you're saying they never went to.
Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends. This is Down the Rabbit Hole with Ozthecryptogoat and Jesse. Thank you for being here. And if you're watching on TikTok, make sure you double tap that like button. And if you want to send a heart me or any gifts, much appreciated. It does help our algorithm. But if you want a better viewing experience, make sure that you come to YouTube to get the full experience, because Jesse is actually sitting next to me here in the studio. You can see Jesse, you can see the images we're putting on the screen, you can get the full effect. TikTok is just a tangent. All right, it is just there to let you know where we're at.
Yeah, it's controlled by the US now, so it's not as fun.
And we can't say everything we want to say, and it won't always be able to watch it on TikTok. You're gonna have to come to YouTube at some point, because when we hit a soft subject,
it's gonna ban
off
us.
come the cameras. All right, this is gonna be 86th, and you're gonna have to be on YouTube to find out. But we're giving you an opportunity. We're hitting a few light subjects, the moon landing, you know,
right.
For now.
You know, one of the things we're like, oh, why didn't we go back? And that was my question too. And then they're doing research. We don't need to. We already know it's there.
We need to go back.
And
that's where Hitler's at. We need to get him and lynch him.
We already know what's there, and I think we're not allowed to go back.
Yeah, the aliens were like, you get to come one time, you can poke around, and then get off my land.
Get off my land.
You know?
Because what else would be able to survive the dark side of the moon? Because it's not us. And not only that, zero communication. And I think that was, do you remember the Transformer movie? And they recreate
which one? They made like 11D.
Dark Side of the Moon. They recreate the scene, and then there's that radio silence. And so that was their opportunity to go on the other side, and they found a transformer.
Okay, do you know how long it would take them to travel from where the lunar module is to the dark side of the moon?
They faked the timing.
Unless they got beamed up by Scotty in the beam thing.
It is not Star Trek. But in that movie, that's always been the insinuation that there was something on the dark side of the moon that we're not allowed to be or go, because even for any kind of amount of time, it could be detrimental.
Hold on. I'm going to look something up. You riff for a second. I got an image to show you guys, chat.
An image, okay. It better be appropriate.
It's appropriate.
My delicate eyes can only handle so much. I'm an angel.
I still think that, you know, there seems to be some sort of alien interference, just like the graph that you showed, that over time. But
Transformers tried to tell us, like, there's something on the other side. You might want to go take a look. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've been told by, and I know people are like, oh, it's a movie. How many movies in the technology that you've seen in the past is happening now? Like all of it.
Like Star Trek. Everything
oh my gosh.
is there. Everything that was in Star Trek is
you're going to have to
today.
start using freaking Star Wars. I am so tired of Star Trek. Use Star Wars from now
Star Wars is for the rebellion and the resistance.
I know.
Okay.
This makes me want to buy a telescope just to look at the moon more often. And you know what? We actually have one. And yeah, it's the company's. Anyways, and it's actually really cool, but I want one of those. I want to go to those ones in New Mexico where they let you go to like visit the observatoriums or whatever they're called. Oh no.
Hold on, there's an image I want to show you.
But they only let you look at so much. And what is it? We've only can look at, what is it, like 12% of the sky at any given moment with all the telescopes in the world. Which is why I know they can't track all planes and all that kind of stuff and aliens. They have no way.
There it is.
Oh no. I already see where this is going.
Oh.
You gotta go back to click pictures. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Right.
Is this an actual theory, though?
Yeah. Here it is, chat.
Oh my gosh.
Here it is. Here's a rabbit hole for you. Look at this. This is supposedly what the moon is that it's hollow and it's a giant
A man-made or alien-made
like base satellite thing, and it's like designed to stop asteroids, to create the tides and different things that it does, right? It's perfectly positioned, and this is one of the ideas, right, of what it is. I've seen another one where basically it's like the front side of the moon that we see all the time looks like this, and the back side looks like, like some space station thing, right? That
Right.
we can't see. Obviously, whatever, but we do know this. The moon is hollow. It has been proven.
I know, but people think the Earth is hollow, and we know that's not true either.
The Earth is hollow. I've been inside.
All planets are hollow.
Okay.
No,
maybe yes, maybe not. I think it's more like
had gone 100 miles
it's
or
not
so
hollow
under
like you think. Okay, are we going to do hollow Earth theory now?
No, I'm just saying that doesn't make any sense because it can't be. And you could have never. Nobody can know that. You know how deep under we would have to go. All they can go by is imaging, and that is even a stretch. We don't have that kind of technology. Now, this, I understand why you would think that because of its placement, but there are plenty of other moons that are with other planets that you're going to say they were all given a moon to help that planet work in the way it does?
Eric says there's a movie about it too.
What?
The moon base.
The moon base? Oh, I bet there is. Oh,
I'm
I
sure.
100% bet there is.
It kind of looks like the Death Star. You said I had to go Star Wars with it, so.
You really think
Yeah.
Anakin's in there somewhere?
No, I think what it is eventually one day the Death Star is gonna.
Do you think that they're like hiding out there and they're just like waiting, and then they invade Earth?
Well,
and
they're
then
still building it.
No, but I'm saying like they invade Earth, and then the elites go into the tunnels, and then the rest of us just become claves, and we have to or get destroyed.
I think, remember Star Wars? They were building the Death Star, right? And then once the Death Star was finished, they practiced on, what was it, Endor, right? And Earth is Endor.
Yeah, but I do like Star Wars.
You said stop with the Star Trek, so here's the Star Wars, okay?
I do like Star Wars. But the difference is the light years. The reason why Star Wars works is that they can move through light years with zero
question
time.
Can now I'm brain farting it, the Death Star, can the Death Star move at the speed of light? Like,
no.
So it has to move slowly through space.
Right.
Interesting. So how did they get it from here to there and everywhere? Just like
slightly
floats?
moves. Yeah, floats.
Just floats.
Yeah.
And they just
only ships with light speed. Imagine trying to take something that big and put it at light speed. That doesn't make any sense. Even something small would be very difficult.
What you're telling me is that the Death Star cannot do the Castle Run in 12 parsecs.
Look at Han. That's not what we're talking about. Okay?
I'm just saying. That's what you're telling me right now.
But if that's your theory, no, it couldn't move that fast, which is why it does move at the state that it does. If you think that, which I think that's crazy, but apparently people believe it.
I believe it.
I believe you believe that.
I think Star Wars happened a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. It told us so.
No.
Read your Bible, people.
That's not it.
Read your Bible, people.
That's not it. No. That's an interesting concept, but I also don't believe the Earth is hollow. Like, could be inhabited, but not hollow.
I think there are hollow places in the Earth. Look at all the caves and caverns, right? I've been in tunnels, man-made and caverns as well. There's a lot of hollow places that are very, very deep.
I know. I'm not saying that there's not holes, but does it mean it's completely empty? That doesn't make any sense.
All right, let's pull up the hollow Earth then.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
Moonfail is the name. Really good movie.
Moonfail.
Well, that's on my list.
Yeah, we're watching that tonight. You want to watch it before you go?
I don't know. I got kids. I'll probably watch it on my own tomorrow.
Oh, what did I just do?
Lost it.
I just oofed.
You poofed.
I oofed. You ever had a girlfriend named Oof?
Never had a girlfriend.
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't believe that for 1 second.
I'm an angel.
Sure you are. Okay, let's see here.
Hollow Earth theory.
Yeah. I think this is a good segue into tomorrow. I think we should.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, Hollow Earth.
I didn't know I was working tomorrow.
You're working every day now.
No.
Here it is. Better. There's a better image.
Hollow Earth theory. How can you believe that? Wait, there's tunnels. There's a show tomorrow, bro. What? I didn't know either, man. He just said that right now. I didn't know. No one tells me anything.
I think there should be a show tomorrow.
I didn't prepare for one. This one took me a week to research.
All right. Maybe we'll do like a every other day thing. We haven't come up with a set schedule yet, so maybe I'll do a crypto.
Well, because
show
every subject that I bring up, it's like, no, not that one yet. No, not that one yet. YouTube's on that one.
Whoops. Oops.
Like, I need time to prepare. I'm a student. Like, I literally, look, I did all of this. There's 3 pages full of stuff that I researched.
She just wants to make sure that I pay her. She's like, look, I did work.
No,
You owe
I'm
me
a good
money."
student and I know I'm right.
All right. So here's a rabbit hole for you. A literal rabbit hole. Okay. So there is supposedly a hole in the North and South Pole. The Earth is hollow. And this is what?
Like another...
Agartha?
I think I've heard that in like a kid's movie, a kid's tale.
And then there's like a central sun. I do not believe that the Earth is hollow in this way. I think this is nonsense.
I do believe that there could be some sort of terraforming life underneath. I don't know.
There could be, and maybe like, but a central sun, really? Like, we'd have to look into this more. We'd have to dig into this rabbit hole. Obviously, we're not prepared for this.
No,
but I think that we should
not.
cover this on the next show, because this is interesting.
This goes into the ice wall.
Right. Flat Earth.
Earth is not flat. Trump went over the ice wall for so long, everyone thought he died.
Oh my God. What do you think, chat? Do you guys want us to do this one, Hollow Earth, and we'll do Flat Earth, and
it would be the ice wall as well.
We'll do, and then the biggest conspiracy that the Earth is round.
It is round.
No, every other planet is round, but ours is flat.
You're not baiting me right now without all my information in front of me.
I think they're all hollow. That's what
I don't think they're all hollow.
I don't know.
And they go by heat signatures. The heat signature is hotter the closer to the core. But still, even with that, how are they getting it? Our systems only go down so far, right?
TikTok seller says, I want to do Kirk, but I don't think that's going to happen.
You know
Captain
what?
Kirk, beam me up, Scotty.
Oh, here we go. Back to freaking Star Trek. We said Star Wars.
Captain Kirk.
You know what? We actually can, just because I don't care about TikTok. So
Right.
I'm down for that.
We'll do
TikTok
it on YouTube
seller.
exclusively.
I don't care. Yeah, we'll just do it on YouTube. We'll give them a minute to move over. If not.
I feel like it's too soon.
I don't.
All
Charlie,
right.
you won. You did it.
No, that's wrong. Don't do that. It's too soon for that. Give it.
It isn't.
Give it a few years. And
It's
then
like,
I'll laugh
okay,
at
so I
that,
can't
okay?
make jokes about
I mean,
Abraham
I laughed.
Lincoln. You did laugh.
I did laugh, but
And then you were like, I can't laugh at that.
at the same
Jesus is watching.
I'm just saying.
And the
And
Grammy goes to.
Oh my God. I'm just saying, like, it is a sensitive thing, and like,
Is it though?
no one deserves that.
No one does. But I'm not celebrating and I'm not sad. That's the difference.
I mean, I'm not celebrating.
I'm sorry. Okay, here's
I'm sad that that's what this country's come to, but yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just real quick.
All right, we'll do Kirk.
Real quick.
We're gonna do Kirk.
Real quick question.
Uh-oh.
Did anybody care about the people following Hitler when they died?
I did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Nobody did.
I cried.
Nobody did. Nobody cared about them. Nobody cared about their family. Keep that in
They
perspective.
definitely cared about Hitler so much.
They
sent
cared
him
about
to the moon.
and the people who followed him. No one cared when they were gone.
So, off of the Hollow Earth,
I said what I said.
tell me about Hitler on the moon.
Okay, so that was his whole thing, was time travel and space travel. He was focusing, that's where the majority of his money went, not just obviously the military, but that was part of it. But his scientists, he literally had them working on it. He stole scientists from America, Russia, all over the world. Where if you don't do what I say, I'm going to off your whole family, lineage, whatever, because that's the kind of person he is. Because people who do bad things and preach violence and unsettling and telling people that they don't matter causes violence. So we'll just leave it at that. But my thing was the bell. The bell is a real thing you can look up, and it disappeared when Hitler was unalived.
Tell me about the bell. What is this bell?
You've never seen it?
No, I didn't.
Contribute to the conversation.
I looked into the moon landing, not the moon base.
Well, because that was a theory, the Nazi theory, that the reason we had to go to space was to make sure to the moon was to make sure he didn't colonize there and was still alive.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me that the moon landing was because they knew that Hitler was there and they had to go find him?
It's a theory that he escaped to there, that he never really died, and that their mission was Russia and the US got together to send people over there to send us to the moon to make sure that his bell didn't actually work. But it was gone. It just disappeared.
Wait, where's the bell? Where was it supposed to be?
It was in Germany, underneath the facility. That would have been unbelievably difficult to get out if you didn't even know where the facility was.
So he time traveled. So he went to the year 2025 to dress like Donald Trump and run for president, is what you're telling me. Because that's what I'm hearing.
No. But it's an actual theory that he had established a top secret facility on the moon.
Right, a theory, but is that like an official theory, or like that's just people speculating?
I mean, all of this is speculation. Everything about theories, conspiracy theories, are speculation. Even the truth that nowadays is speculation. But it is one that is regarded because of the technology that he did have and the things he was working on.
So the bell is like a time traveling device,
or a spaceship or something. They weren't really sure.
They don't know what it was.
They just know as soon as they got there, it was completely gone, which would have been impossible.
I've seen some images of like the bell thing, and it was like basically it looked kind of like a UFO, like
it looked like a spaceship.
Saucer. Yeah. Okay. So that.
But it was called the bell.
The bell.
That's what they referred to it as, so people wouldn't know. Like they were like, "Oh, we're working on spaceship," and I'm like, "We're working on the bell."
Interesting. And all their helmets were shaped like the bell. It's like that was their crowning achievement kind of thing.
I just know that they said when the United States infiltrated that they had technology they'd never seen in that room, but the bell was gone.
You know, there's supposed to be some sort of like scientific or spiritual thing about bells. You know, bells are
for whom the bell tolls.
Right. There's bells associated with Santa Claus and Christmas. Bells, a copper bell to trap Krampus. There's a whole bunch of like mystique around bells, and then also all the bells around, like there used to be bells everywhere, and they've all been like removed or destroyed. Even the Liberty Bell.
I was just about to
cracked,
say that.
You know. And so we don't really have the bells anymore, and some people say that, like, you know, the vibrations from it, you know, caused like enlightenment or like a higher vibration and things
but they
like that.
Still exist in very small rural cities,
right? And
where almost no crime happens.
Yeah. You know, I used to, growing up, we had a train bell. It was big. It was like big round, and you pull on it and go ding, 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 ding. I used to love that thing. But like, I don't know, like you don't see things like that anymore.
No.
You don't, they almost seem non-existent.
It's like they disappeared. Like I noticed that with the onset of phones and devices and all that kind of stuff, that they slowly kind of took things and we didn't even notice because we were so busy. Oh, look at this new thing. Oh, look at this new thing. And things kind of slowly just moved out of our own reality. You ever notice that? Like,
I did know, like small incremental changes over time.
Right.
Even now,
that we wouldn't even notice.
Go to the store right now, Chad, and try to find a bell. And if you do find one,
that actually works. That's
yeah,
actual an
most
actual
of them, most bells that are out there, they don't actually. They're not
like these little tin,
they're super
crappy
thin
ones.
and like nothing to it. They don't cause any real vibration or any sound. They're really cheap,
like
and
a
crap.
solid bell.
I would urge you to go and try to find a bell. And I think the only place you're going to find one is like at an antique store. What are you saying?
The Russians drilled the furthest into the earth, and the drill couldn't withstand the heat and pressure as it went further down. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know. And they were saying that they could hear the sounds of people screaming in torment from hell on the other side.
I don't think the Russians publicized that. I don't think
that's a real thing that's published. We can cover that one. Oh, that's for sure. I had looked into it. I've actually seen the hole. They also couldn't prevent the walls from the hole from collapsing in the gravity of the burying the drill. Cowbells are not used much.
Right? Nope. And it's like
all bells.
Yeah, it's almost like all bells. They just don't want them. And it's like one of the weird things. And now you're going to start noticing things in your life when stuff like this happens that are no longer there,
and there's just
or no longer being
used that they've just started erasing.
Yeah, it's just like they're slowly rewriting history without the things they don't want you to have for whatever reason. I don't know if the bells give off a signal that they don't want it to go to certain places, or I don't know. I notice the older I get, the less I see certain things, which is odd.
Yeah. And this is a little off tangent, but one of the things that I do want to do for this show is the Mandela effect. Okay. And we
JFK.
Yes.
That's what you're talking about.
We're going to be covering that story now. I think
we're going to have to hide that damn thing. You understand that, right?
Well,
because it's an original copy.
I understand. But I think it's important. I think the most important thing to be here, and what I'd like to do is play the video here, but I'd like to also play the record.
We'll see about that. A whole corner of a building in the Bronx fell. I saw that.
Today?
Saw that today. Yeah, like it just the corner. Yeah, yeah.
Was it a 747
train
jet?
Whistle? Huh?
Was it a 747 jet?
No, the Bronx, a corner of the building out of nowhere. It's like those big buildings. The corner just went.
Sounds like gentrification.
What are you talking about? This is what do you mean? Like killing offing people?
No, you don't know what gentrification is? It's where they take like low income housing areas and they allow them to become decrepit and crumble and basically fall apart so that no one wants to live there and they all move away, and then investors come in and buy it up for pennies on the dollar, and then they turn it into super nice stuff. Yeah.
Got it.
They do it, and like it's like normal.
Even the train whistle isn't. It's weird.
Yeah, train whistles.
We hear them.
There's
once
something
in a while.
more mystical about bells, and like if you look into like New Age healing and stuff too, like there's something to do with this audio and vibration. Being an audio engineer, one thing that I have learned is that there are
sinkhole.
You can actually heal the body and like with medicine with audio signals. That's why the New Age people, they have their bowls and they hit the bells and things like that.
Right.
That's a real thing. Like is studying audio.
That's what I'm saying. In the smaller rural cities, weren't really controlled by anybody. They still have them. We don't out here.
And I think that there's probably some sort of like healing or control or some sort of property to it.
Right.
And like that's another thing is let's cover audio and audio waves and things like that and how they've changed the frequency of music and different things like that. I think that would be fun.
The whole world is an electromagnetic force, which creates everything.
Right, but they changed like all the music that is produced today is at like 440 hertz, and it used to be at like 170 something.
You just want to talk about a subject that I don't know a lot about so that you can sound smart, and even though I'm smarter.
I'm just saying.
It's just the California way of burning all the houses, but the New York way. I mean, that's a different type of way.
Yeah, because they already had the New York fire. They can't do that one twice.
So just have the buildings kind of fall. I mean, in retrospect, I think the building was made of bricks, and that was a ticking time bomb. That's why they don't make them like that anymore, because they do collapse, they do deteriorate, and there's very little you can do to fix them so that they don't.
That's why
it looked like it was in the hood.
They don't build houses out of brick in California. They're illegal.
We have too many earthquakes.
Right? So they collapse on top of people. So we don't have that here. If you find a building in California that is made of brick, it's over 100
bells
years
must
old.
hurt the aliens.
Bells must hurt that is actually a theory.
Maybe it hurts their whole senses, like they can pick it up wherever it's at. That is a good job, Shelley. That is a great theory.
Or they're like Krampus and they can be trapped inside one.
Or they're terrified of them and they go away and then we won't get our technology.
Or the vibrations like mess with them and
That's an interesting concept.
That was a win right there. I'm like devils scared of bells and horns. You know, we got to dig into this one.
The bells?
The bells. For whom the bell tolls, time marches on.
Get off my blanket.
And don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends. I'm Ozthecryptogoat, and this is my lovely assistant, Jesse. And this is Down the Rabbit Hole. And if you're watching on TikTok, don't forget to double tap that like button and come to YouTube for the full audio video experience. And that way you can get the full enjoyment of the show.
That's true. It's like in a Spider-Man movie, vibrations is a weapon.
Yes.
Yeah, it's on Twitch as well.
Exactly.
Where the vibrations are like messing with you. Or they can sense it.
I need my butt cushion.
Is it because of the aliens? Did they get you?
Yep. There's a little hole in the back for probing.
And oh my gosh.
There we go. Oh, that's so much better. I can't sit in the chair for.
That's why I keep moving around.
Yeah, I just
can't sit very long.
I like this. This is comfy.
See, now you see why I sit on my feet.
Like this.
Yeah.
You know, I like these new chairs.
Yeah.
These are comfortable. I could sit in them for a while, but it does take some getting used to. I'm so used to my other chair that this is completely different for me. I'm not happy about it.
In the same way, is this on Twitch as well in the same way?
It is on Twitch exactly the same way. So come on over to Twitch. That's at Ozthecryptogoat.
I have a serious bias against TikTok. So I'm tired of everybody that is ugly and disgusting. People that are on there, they're just so mean and awful.
They're so negative.
You know how many people I've blocked in the past since I was sick and I had nothing better to do? Because I couldn't really talk.
Every crypto creator I had to, because they were all stealing my shit. Like I was like,
it wasn't even that. Like, you know, like we can hear you say things, right? Like we've never been disrespectful, but yet you can be, and then we're the problem. That's so stupid. Like I don't understand that whole psychology.
They're a wannabe cabal.
They think they are.
They think they're something.
Military
channel.
They're
a small little bubble in so many other bubbles.
We're gonna let it go.
Yeah, we're gonna let it go.
All right. Military channel has future weapons, TV show, sound directed energy weapons. Interesting. I gotta look into that.
There's so many rabbit holes to go down.
That's the
The question is which one?
That's the best part of this is we have so many infinite things to pick from. Although you need to give me a list ahead of time so I know what I'm researching, but there's so many things because we know we're not being told the truth. Most logical people don't take things at face value. Like, you don't believe your kid didn't eat the cookie when there's chocolate all over their face. Like, you don't believe it.
I didn't eat it.
But it's the same thing.
I think, it's good to
that's true.
Look at evidence. Like, you can find chocolate all over a child's face, but there are some things that just can't be explained. There just can't be evidence. We just can't understand. The moon landing's an easy one because,
there's a lot of variables. We weren't alive at that time, and I completely understand that. But for reasonable deduction of everything that we know and everything we can hypothesize is that they had help. They did go. In what terms? And was the actual scene that we saw from a stage in Hollywood, or was it real? But those things, did we go? Yes. Was it in the way we think it is? Probably not.
I mean, why else would Universal Studios use the Earth, the Universal thing going around the Earth, unless it was filmed there? I think it was filmed there.
But it wasn't called it wasn't called Universal Studios. They would have done it at MGM.
No, they would have done it at Universal.
No, MGM. Okay, you need to look up what studios existed at that time.
They would go to a small studio that was unknown or up and coming, so that.
But who would have more money to protect it?
The government. The government's paying the bill here. Daddy Warbucks is paying.
If something bad happens, they just say it's AI, Orange Man. So the bells have been taken down. Most of them have. I've not seen one out here ever.
Everywhere.
I mean, we live in California, so. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen them any. I'm not thinking about it now.
I would challenge you to look and try to find
like
a bell.
A real bell.
Even at the store to buy. You used to be able to buy the little bells.
Wind chimes aren't popular now. So I have
Remember
a friend
you used to have a bell you ding
yeah.
like this? Now they're electronic. You press a button, it goes ding dong.
Yeah. It's interesting that the wind chimes too, really kind of phasing those out as well, unless you're in a small rural community away from social media.
Or you make it yourself.
Or you make it yourself.
Yeah.
It's weird. And it all has to do about sound. I have a wind chime. I win. You win.
You win.
You win. I like that.
All right. So, let's see here. It's about 7:40. Is there any other topics you want to cover?
No, I'm right. We were helped with aliens. We made it to the moon. We actually did go to the moon. And you know what I was thinking now? You're saying that the footprints were different because it was a different set of people that went up there.
Right. So Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were the ground crew.
The patsies. And then the real ones that went up there, the reason the boot was different was because that was the real shoe, not the one that Buzz Aldrin wore. The footprint that's still up there, you can see till this day. There's one footprint.
The rover drives by and you can see the flag, you can see the module, you can see everything, right? Okay. You can see the footprint. The footprint is different, but it does seem likely that there was some type of shoe thing they left behind. My main thing here is...
Don't say Star Trek.
It was what we saw was filmed in Hollywood. I think it was. I really do.
But we went to the moon.
I think we went to the moon.
When they said we did?
Yeah, I think we went there and there were like man-eating leech monsters that like were face suckers and laying eggs in their stomachs. Like,
so the theory, we were doing recon about aliens and we wanted to make sure no one got unalived on TV.
Yeah, they went there to find Hitler and they found face huggers instead, xenomorphs.
That's a real theory. People really believe Hitler went to freaking the moon.
I think he's there now. He's sipping tea.
Not that we would know.
He's in his little rocking chair.
But this is why conspiracy...
With a big glass dome, he's staring at the earth going, "Oh, I remember my day. I used to go down there and we had these gas chambers."
We had this wicked fires.
Yeah.
No, but here's.
We had mountains of shoes.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna burn.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but it's funnier to make fun of these days. I don't know why. Enough time's gone by. Time is short. Need to focus on both sides uniting before it's
I
too late.
really hope so.
I agree with
I
that.
really hope so. We are running out of time.
Good luck though. But that's the point of doing this show, is to kind of wake people up, unite them.
I know, but anytime I go out by myself, some freaking Karen's like, I'm calling ICE on you. I'm like, fucking do it, man. I'm Native American. Go for it. What are you going to do? It's like, I can't even exist. I
Even
can't
in
exist
crypto,
anymore.
Everyone's
Stop.
divided. I'm just saying, like, I try to go to somewhere where, like, oh, this is a place where everyone cares about money. Maybe I can unite people there. All they cared about, they were just as bifurcated there as they are,
Argentina and the submarine.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
ICE
calling
is in my
ICE
red
on
state.
you.
They're
I'm like, fucking
everywhere.
do
If
it,
you
man.
think that they're
I'm Native
just in one
American. Go
particular
for it. What are you
place,
gonna do? Take
or you think because
It's
you
like I can't even
have a
exist.
Republican
I
Even
can't
state
in
that
exist
you're safe,
anymore.
you're not. No one's safe.
Everyone's
Stop.
divided.
And you're right.
I'm
If
just
we
saying,
don't
like, I
all
try
get
to
it,
go
get
to
it
somewhere
together,
where, like, oh, this is a
real
place where
soon,
everyone cares about money.
it's
Maybe
done.
I can
We're
unite
done.
people there.
we're done. We're gonna
All
get
they cared about,
consumed by
they
the
were
rest of the world.
just
That's
as
just what's gonna
bifurcated there
happen.
as
We're
they
gonna
are,
get served
you know,
up on a
anywhere
silver
else.
platter.
Like, I'm
I know
calling
we live
ICE
in a
on
red
you.
state.
I'm
They're
like,
everywhere.
do
This
it,
is just
man.
where
I'm
we are
Native
just in one
American. Go
particular
for it. What are you
place.
gonna do? Take
Or you think
Sorry
because
It's
about
like
you
I
that.
can't even
have a
exist.
Republican
I
state
can't
that
exist
you're safe,
anymore.
you're not. No one's safe.
Everyone's
Stop.
divided.
And
Someone
you're
on
right.
abstract
We
says,
should
I
all
don't
get
know what
it
your name is, but
together.
finally a
Real
decent
soon.
cares about money.
It's
Maybe
done.
I can
We're
unite
done.
people there.
We're done. We're
All
gonna
they
get
cared
consumed
about-
by
that's
the
all.
rest of the world.
Just
That's
as
just what's gonna
bifurcated
happen.
as
We're
they
gonna
are,
get served
you
up
know,
on a
anywhere
silver
else.
platter. I know we live in a red state. They're everywhere. This is just where we are in a particular place. Or you think because
It's like I can't
have
even
a
exist.
Republican
I
state
can't
that
exist
you're
anymore.
safe, you're not. No one's
Everyone's
safe.
divided.
And
Someone
you're
on
right.
abstract
We should
says, I
all
don't know what
get
your
it
name is,
together.
but finally a
Real
decent
soon.
cares about
It's
solid
money off
strategy.
for maybe now it's not the time. We're gonna get consumed by the rest of the world.
Finally,
That's just what's gonna
bifurcated
happen.
as
We're
they
gonna
are,
get
you
served
know,
up on a
anywhere
silver
else.
platter. I know we live in a red state. They're everywhere. This is just where we are in a particular place. Or you think because
It's like I can't
have
even
a
exist.
Republican
I
state
can't
that
exist
you're safe,
anymore.
you're not. No
Everyone's
one's safe.
divided.
And
Someone
you're
on
right. We
abstract
should
says,
all
I don't know what your
get it
name is,
together.
but finally a
Real
decent.
soon.
That was me. I'm an idiot.
He's going schizo. Yeah, this is all happening in your brains,
That
guys.
was me.
This
I'm
is-
an idiot.
Are you guys okay? What
fixed it.
happened? You guys, nobody, no, it didn't happen. Look,
That was-
I'm going to be the government. I'm going to gaslight you. What did you think you
Yeah,
heard?
it's a conspiracy.
Are you sure?
Are you guys
feeling
conspiring
okay?
against the show?
What's wrong? Yeah.
I could
didn't
hear it. I could
happen.
hear it through my headphones. After a while, I was just like, "Oh, I know what I did."
Come on.
Every once in a while, I have to refresh abstract so that I
You
can
left the
see
sound
the
on.
comments. Yeah, and I left the sound on.
The playback is funny.
Oh man, you guys are great, man. This is awesome too.
This has
And
been a lot of fun.
Yeah, we've got a lot of people viewing the show and
On
coming
both
through.
sides. That's actually pretty cool.
Oh, you know,
On
we've got 0
abstract and-
people watching on TikTok.
Oh,
That
just
means
fix it.
Yep. And
So I can
now.
say whatever I want now.
And that's, you know, to be had because, you know, people are, you know, they're moving from TikTok over to here. We had the same problem with when we moved to Twitch originally. So we may do where I'll do lives where I'll just come on and chat with you guys and do a little crypto, do a little promo for the rabbit hole or whatever.
It sounds like when they play the news with like 30 different channels saying the exact same thing. That never happened. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's so weird. We're professional
the
here.
government loves you.
Yeah.
TikTok
They
loves
would
you.
never, we would never lie.
Yes.
That's what the government freaking sounds like every day.
Yeah.
Like, no, prices are great right now.
AI loves you. It's your friend.
AI is going to change your world.
Yes. Guys, groceries are the lowest they've been in our lifetime.
Ever.
Yeah.
I mean, I love spending $30 on, 30 eggs. It just makes me so happy. Like, I could not
Have
be
you
more
not
excited.
seen at the gas pump, prices are lower than ever.
I like paying
It's
almost
the lowest
$5
you've
a
ever
gallon.
seen.
It's amazing.
It was like $6 a gallon. I had to go get gas for the
Oh,
dune
you went to
buggy.
Chevron though.
Yeah, but still, like, it's still $6-7 a gallon
I know.
in California.
But it's good for you. It's good. Dude, I bought gas at $2.79 this morning. Then like 5 hours later, it goes to $3.19. That's the problem we're having now. Is that in the early time we'll get that $4.39 nice little spot right there, and then towards the evening we're close to that $5 mark, and it's all on purpose.
It's actually better to fill your tank when it's cooler than when it's hot. Like during the day, you get more gas because it expands and it also like bubbles and foams or whatever. And also, do not fit if you go to the gas station and there's the tanker there and they're filling the tanks with the truck that
Don't get the gas.
don't get the gas if it's that, because there's more to it.
If I could have
I'm
a
gonna
horse.
ride the ostrich. I'm gonna get an ostrich with a saddle, and I'm gonna ride my ostrich into town,
I want a horse.
and I'm gonna ride my ostrich to 7-Eleven to get my bag of chips.
Because we're rural out here, you can ride horses wherever you want.
Yeah,
It's wonderful.
and maybe I'll see an alien at 7-Eleven.
Oh my gosh. And I swear,
pet
if
my
that
ostrich.
happens, get it to get a Slurpee, and I will believe you. Whatever you say, I'll just believe it. Get that picture. It has to be a real alien, and it has to be a real Slurpee, and it has to be a real 7-Eleven.
I want to be an ostrich for Halloween.
Do it.
Did you see my ostrich
Yes,
costume?
I saw him.
I'm totally doing
Cheap. You're cheap.
I'm
All it
very
takes is a
cheap.
trash bag.
that. I'm so cheap. Yeah, I want to be an ostrich for Halloween. It's going to be great.
I spent like $400, $450 on costumes for all my kids this year, including myself. Because that's where prices are right now.
I'll throw mud and grass at my children and tell them they're swamp monsters
Nope.
for Halloween.
Not a chance.
We don't do Halloween. We don't do Christmas. We don't do Thanksgiving. We don't do holidays. They get nothing. I'm kidding. I'm being hyperbolic, okay?
I love Halloween and Christmas though. I'm never gonna take those away. I hate Thanksgiving. I think that's BS.
I like food.
Most people like food. That's why they celebrate
I like to
Thanksgiving. But
cook
if
food.
you go to the origins of Thanksgiving, that should have never been a holiday.
Well, I think I'll eat in remembrance.
Make your costume and you're gonna like it.
Yeah, it's a money scam. Exactly.
You're a money scam
That's why
TikTok
I don't
seller.
do it. Like the whole idea of having, the holidays and everything is so that things can boost in the.
Did the guy's
fourth
name
quarter.
who says TikTok seller tell me it's a money scam?
Yeah, because he's a seller. Hey, TikTok seller, you should be doing some of the Halloween products.
I'm
right
literally am a money scam. See,
now.
I knew where it was
Yeah,
going.
I believe it. Don't tell Guinea Marie that.
I can't. Don't even.
I don't
that's
even
like
wanna go down
saying,
that
That's
rabbit
like
hole.
saying Bloody Mary, and she's
Yeah.
gonna show herself.
The crazy person that said that angels told her to buy XRP is the same person that's going around trying to tell people that I'm a scam artist.
I mean, maybe
Started
they
the Halloween
did.
blankets. I want a Halloween blanket.
No, it's just fabricated nonsense. You don't need any of it.
Halloween is year round. Halloween never ends.
You just said no Halloween.
By the way, I have a.
You just said you would throw mud and grass at your children.
I'm kidding. Love Halloween. I have a conspiracy theory
About
about Halloween, and it's my own theory that I developed. You're not going to find it on YouTube until I make
I
it.
bet I can debunk it. Let's go.
I bet you
Let's
can't.
go. I'm sure I can.
I'm saving it for Halloween.
Then I need the subject.
I'm going to give it to you in private, and we can work on it together.
You know, I'm gonna come after you full force, right?
Absolutely.
I'm smarter than you.
I'm telling you right now, it's so airtight. You can't debunk this.
Yes, I can.
You know how I
I was
know?
a straight A student, and I didn't have AI to help me.
Here's the thing: is the reason why you can't debunk it is because I know it to be true because I experienced it.
That's not fair. You can't use an experience that's not tangible or hasn't been verified
it's
or a picture.
tangible and verifiable. It's real.
It's a picture or a video you can show me,
No,
or is it
it's-
in your head? Because if it's
real.
in your head, that doesn't count.
I know it to be real.
Jesse, I got another message from her. Then she J-Danned me. The killer clowns in 2016. We were just talking about that because I hate clowns. I have never, ever, I probably shouldn't have said that over the air. But I hate clowns. I have punched
Everyone
a few.
dress up as clowns and go find Jesse.
Don't even touch me. I hate clowns. But
The
I
only
remember
thing
those.
scarier than a clown is a mime because you can't hear it coming.
Clowns are awful. I remember the killer clown thing though, because they were
all
everywhere.
over. And didn't like people get shot? Right?
Yes. And the reality is they thought it was funny, and these people, I'm like, not so funny now that the cops kind of, took care of you.
Yeah.
And it was all like younger, like early, it was like from 20s to teenagers that thought it was funny and were doing it all the time.
Yeah. And you know what? I may or may not have contributed.
There was one by the kid's school, and they arrested him within, like, as soon as he was reported because of all the military out here. 2 minutes, this guy was arrested and taken away. Like, the schools did not play around.
It is now against the law to dress as a clown in the United States.
That's not true.
You're not allowed to be a clown. He was arrested for being clown-like on a Tuesday.
No. It's because what did he have, like a fake knife in his hand, and he was walking around the schoolyard. They didn't know what he was.
They probably released him with no charges,
Doesn't matter.
What are they going to do? Clown police.
Yes. Yes.
This is the clown
You
police.
don't walk around an elementary school and be like, this is totally fine. The kids were mortified.
You're under arrest for clowning around.
I know there is a lot of clowns in Washington, D.C.
Penal Code Section 26-4B, clowning around in public.
What is it?
I've seen a lot of clowns in Washington, but okay. I've seen an orange-faced clown. That's
Cheeto?
for sure. Yeah, a Cheeto clown.
You okay?
Oh, my back.
You're old.
Yeah, I'm getting old, chat. I'm old and fat now. Actually, I've lost a lot of weight. But yeah, I'm getting older. Well, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends.
We'll be back next week.
We'll be back at some point. We have no clear schedule yet. Hopefully in the next couple days.
Yeah.
And make sure you spread the word around TikTok. Grab the flyer videos and stuff and post them to TikTok and spread it around and let everybody know where we're at and what we're doing. Reach out, send them a DM and say, hey, you guys got to come check out this new show. Also, TikTok seller, if you can clip this show, I'd much appreciate it. If not, no worries. I understand you got a lot going on. But we do need somebody to clip videos.
Not
for
it.
us. Yeah, Jesse already does so
Not
much.
it.
Look at all this work she put in. She got 3 pages and we only got 2 pages in. So, final thoughts. We went to the moon.
We went to the moon.
We went to the moon.
Now, the process, we are all going to disagree.
Right, but we went.
But we absolutely went to the moon. For nefarious or positive purposes,
the fact
we
that
were
we
there.
have possession of moon rocks that can definitively be proven by science that they came from the moon is enough to tell me we went to the moon.
Absolutely.
The question is the footage that we have seen the actual footage?
But I think there's
to get there?
Right. But whether that footage, you're right, it could have been filmed in Hollywood. But I believe we went there, and I believe the things that they brought back, whether it was that or not, did get brought back, because none of it is because more technology came from bringing back that stuff from the moon, no matter who we got that from.
I concur. All right, chat. Have a good night, and we will see you all next time.
Bye, guys. Too bad. I had a lot of fun.
Smash that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Share the show with your friends. Follow me on all platforms at Ozthecryptogoat, all lowercases, no spaces. We are live on Abstract, Twitch, and TikTok. Thank you all very much for showing up and showing out. We got a special guest today from prison to blockchain. We're going to talk about his story, my story, and some crypto. We're going to look at the charts, do some free A for you. Everybody loves free A, right? I know y'all love the free A. That's why you guys are really here. You guys don't care about the info. You don't want to put in the work. You don't want to grind. You want a free payday. I get it. I get it. And that's why I'm here. I guess I'm here to do all the work for free, right? Anyway, I'm being hyperbolic. But we'll give you a little free A today if you're nice. If you're liking, if you're subscribing, if you're a super fan, or you're showing engagement, you're giving a little gift or something, you get some TA, all right? And it's still free A because all you gotta do is like for it. All you gotta do is hit the like button. It don't take that much work, right? So let's work together as a community and blow this show up, guys. Let's make it massive and be what it's intended to be, right? Revolution, good to see you. Everybody put a W in the chat. Get the chat rolling fast. Get the likes rolling fast. The more engagement, the more quickly, the better the algorithm is for us. We need W's in the chat. We need emojis in the chat. We need goats in the chat, baby. Yeah, let's get the goats rolling. I'm going to open up, let's see here. Get the Discord rolling. Just so that we have the I want the voice channels. We want Camera. Comment bait more often. Like, what do you mean comment bait? Like, listen, guys, Bitcoin is a meme coin, ladies and gentlemen. It's a meme coin. And if you think it's not a meme coin, tell me otherwise. What is free A? Free A is free technical analysis. That's what free A is. It's free technical analysis. You tell me what you want me to TA for you, and I will do it. Obviously, I'm being a little bit hyperbolic right now because we're trying to boost the algorithm a little bit, right? But you guys want some good TA? I would say one of the best in the space. I got you. This is the last market pump before the bear market. I mean, we've been in the bear market. But yeah, moon cycle pump. We had a small little pump right here. Was the new moon was like the 22nd to the 24th. And then the full moon is around the 4th through the 5th. That's where we are. And so now we're headed back down. And if you think that that's not real, moon phases is actually an indicator on TradingView. And it's goated. It's pretty accurate here. Zcash crashed so hard. Yeah, we're gonna dump. I think we're gonna dump here. I thought that maybe Bitcoin had a flat bottom inverted flag, but now that I'm looking at it, it looks like we could potentially come up here and touch the top here at 95. Okay, and look at, I drew this a while ago. I drew this back in December 19th is when I drew this line. Okay, and it's followed it, and I just kind of threw it out there, right? So it looks like we're gonna pop up here maybe to 95. A little bit of hopium. Maybe we go to 96 and that's it. But the issue with that is, let's see, let's get rid of this. Well, we'll move it. The issue with this is an inverted, or this is a bear flag. So I thought it was a flat bottom, but we have this little thing here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to pop up here to like 96, right? It doesn't necessarily have to do that to fall, but I believe that this is the bear flag right here, guys. Maybe it's more like this, but there's your bear flag, right? So and this is an ascending wedge, you know, which is bearish. Boom, it's going to come down. We're coming back to 75K. Get ready for it. Buckle up, Buttercup. If you ain't buckled up yet, I sure hope you do soon, because we're in for it. So that's a bear flag, ladies and gentlemen. thank you for the gifts, Revolution, TikTok seller. You guys are awesome. You guys are the real ones, man. I appreciate you. Smash the like button, guys. Everybody together, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Share the show. Share it out to all your friends. Comment, engage in the show. We are battling the algorithm right now. And not only that, like, we're battling major competition. Everyone's live right now at our time when nobody used to go live during our time. So we do have some major competition, and we're just coming back into the space. So it's going to be an uphill battle. Why is H-bar crashing? Everything's crashing, bruh. Everything is. You think it's crashing now? Give it a couple more days, bro. Give it a couple more days. You're in for another major crash. Let's look at H-bar. I'll tell you why. But Husty, Hutsy, I'm only doing TA for people who are either following me, they're hitting the like button, they're sending gifts, or just giving any kind of engagement right now. So we got to thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, brother. Hit that like button. Thank you, bro. I got you, bro. I got you. I appreciate that. And if you can't send gifts, guys, gifts are great, and they do go to help pay the IT guy here. And but if you can't give, you can always just engage. Just put a W in the chat, put an emoji in the chat, put a goat in the chat. Goats in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody right now, hit the chat with a goat emoji. So here's the deal. I know people would say that this is a descending channel, but it's not. This is what you see in the cycle, okay? You see this cycle right here? You see this cycle right here? What did it do? It peaked up and then it ran down sideways like that. This is a mirror of what happened right here. Look at right here. We have the push up here, a double bottom here, a pump, and then a descending channel to the bottom. Same thing here. So we should continue on H-bar pretty much like that, all the way down to, I'd say, 7 to 3 or 4 cents. Bellstar, how's it going? So that's normal. We're literally mirroring a previous cycle right here. This was 2023, right? March, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October 2023. Now this took a long time. We took a whole year through here, but we're basically finding a bottom. Either we're at the bottom and the bottom is here at 9 cents, but I don't think so, because we should go into despair in the cycle. We should drop lower. We could just continue on like this. That's what we're looking at right here. I bought 5 XRP. Will it go to 10K and I'd be a millionaire? Absolutely not. I'm sorry, but it won't. I hate to burst your bubble, guys, but it doesn't matter how much money. Let's just say that XRP is adopted and trillions or quadrillions of dollars are flowing through it. It gets its value from the people that hold it, not from money that flows through it. Okay, so it won't hold any major value. I hate to break it to you, but it just is what it is. I know you were probably sold a bill of goods. Revolution, thank you for the galaxy. I appreciate you. What crypto stocks are you currently invested in? I mean, as far as, so here's the thing is, I'm invested in silver and gold and copper, but not in stocks, in hard assets. I'm invested in steel and different metals, right? I've been in that for the last 15 years, right? But I hold hard assets. I don't hold paper, right? Because it's not real. The paper notes of silver are going to come crashing down, and there's nothing there. There's nothing to back it, right? They're trading silver that doesn't exist. So I hold on to the hard assets. I was literally today going through all my coins looking for all the silver coins, because I've been saving change for, God, a freaking decade. And so I've been going through and finding, what is silver and what's not. And so, basically that's what I'm into. But as far as like stocks and crypto, I trade in crypto, but I'm looking for more like low cap coins with a small, amount, couple grand, nothing crazy, right? That I'm trading. I'm not holding it, I'm trading it, right? And I take wins, I take losses, and but I make more wins than I do losses. What stores do you buy silver, copper, or gold? Honestly, I buy them at like thrift stores, yard sales, swap meets, things like that. I've been buying it like that for years. It's getting harder to find, but it's out there. I buy circuit breakers and I take the silver out of them. And so, a lot of times I get that stuff for free. I don't even pay for it. I also own a silver mine. So, I prospect a little bit. I'm actually going to start prospecting more. That's one thing I'm going to be doing. And I'll probably film it too. I was thinking about filming, doing the prospecting stuff, but I'm buying stuff pennies on the dollar. I bought 5 ounces of silver from a decorative piece that was made in the 1920s. I paid $2 for it, like 7-10 years ago. Where do you get circuit breakers and silver mines? I get circuit breakers at like yard sales and trash bins. Maybe like updated on a job site or whatever, and they had like a bucket of them, and somebody's got it at a yard sale or whatever, and I give them $1 for it, for the whole bucket kind of thing. Silver mines, I bought the land. I bought it at auction. So somebody owned the land, they owed taxes on it and whatever, and I paid for it. That's how I did it. If you're looking for more information on that, by the way, join the Discord link in my bio. I'm going to be teaching people how to refine precious metals, how to search for them, where to find them, because you don't even have to refine them. You can just bundle up the raw materials and they're worth money that can be sold. You don't have to do anything. Let's see. Wait till probably March for what? Wait till March for what? Like to buy again? I would say March. Here's the thing is if we're still in a 4-year cycle, do you want to hold a coin that earns no APY, or do you want to hold a stable coin that's going to earn you APY for the next 3 years? That's the real question, right? Do you really want to be stuck holding an asset that's potentially going to come down more, or do you want to hold a stable coin that's going to earn you APY for the next 2-3 years, and then you can strike when the time is right? Beware the itis of March. Beware of ideas of March. Is that what you're saying? Everyone keeps saying March. I don't know where it's coming from, but I don't see it. Maybe like we'll have a downward and then up in March. But after March comes April, May. Sell in May, go away. So maybe March is the top after it bottoms. Like I don't see what everyone else is seeing. Every chart that I see that someone's like, oh, look here, this is what says it's going up, I'm like, no, that's a false indication. I'm seeing nothing but misinterpreted charts and false indicators. So beware what people TA, you know. Do your own research. Learn how to do TA. I teach a TA class. If you're interested in learning TA, I'll teach you. Join the Discord. I do all that in there. So click the link in my bio to join the Discord. If you are having issues getting into Discord, all you need to do is copy it and put it directly into your browser, and the link should still work. And make sure you guys are smashing that like button, subscribing to the channel, share the show with your friends. Thank you, Revolution and TikTok, for all the gifts. Chat, don't make Revolution and TikTok give all the gifts. You know? Yo, what's up, bro? Nice, a silver mine. Yeah. I got lucky on the silver mine. It's not an active silver mine. It's just a mining claim land with buildings and stuff, right? And there's a mine shaft in it. So I don't even know if there's any more silver in it. Who knows? But somebody might, you guys are like, oh, I want a silver mine. Like, somebody's going to be interested in it, right? So who knows? It could take 20 years to, you know, actually process and start a silver mine up. So all y'all who are like thinking like, oh yeah, whatever, like, yes, good time to buy a silver mine right now. Good time to invest into that. Silver mines won't see a return for another 20 years, but that means the price of silver is expected to go up because there are no mines open or really functioning right now, or no new mines anyway. So it'll take 20 years to actually produce that product. Remember the goat boss? All right, you guys send in goats and I'll baa like a goat. Is that what I have to do? Do I have to dance for nickels? Is that what it's come to? I have to dance for nickels and baa like a goat. Tech CEO with the laugh. That shout out to Tech CEO. That's his line, dancing for nickels. I completely stole that from him, 100%. Make sure you give him a follow. Dance for nickels is my only hope, right? That for real, bro. Like, guys, my boy over here is actually dancing for nickels, like, and shout out to him, right? I can't do it. All right, I can't do it, but yeah, that line, and credit should be given where credit is due. If I'm gonna steal a creator's word or whatever, and especially if they're in here in the chat, you are gonna get a shout out, okay? Like, a lot of people steal stuff from me and they don't even give me credit for it. I don't care, whatever, it is what it is. But you are going to get you're going to get recognition here. Don't follow your dreams, follow me. Absolutely. Yeah, follow me as well, and also follow Tech CEO, follow Revolution. They're great people, creators here in the space. Starks as well. Starks is a creator. Glad to see you, brother. Everybody, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Let's see if we can get to 250k likes today without clickers. No auto clickers, all right? No auto clickers on this live stream, guys. The auto clickers will mess you up unless you have it set up a certain way, and I can teach you how to make your auto clicker not get flagged. But it'll not only hurt your channel, it'll hurt my channel. No auto clickers, guys. We don't click. Oh my god. Dude, remember back in the days? Hey, and you think that you're the only ones clicking? I'm right here with you guys. I'm clicking too. I'm doing half the work here. Look at it. I'm cheating. All right? So don't think you're all alone. Don't think you're doing. We're trying to boost this algorithm. We've been off and for a while. Randomizer and slight movement. Exactly. You've got to be careful with your auto clicker. You've got to be smart. What I do is I tape down where it filters through the different speeds and it makes it cycle through all the different speeds, and then I'm moving it constantly like this while I'm doing it. And so there's still a human aspect to it. Yeah, and you got to pace it. You got to make it slow. And what I do is I'll have it click slow, and then I'll click next to it as well. And it like doubles up. Guys, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends, follow me on all platforms at Ozthecryptogoat, the #1 live stream on Abstract for 6 days in a row. Let's go for 7, 6, 7, baby. 6 days in a row. We have been the #1 top of the charts for the show on Abstract, which is absolutely phenomenal. I feel very blessed and appreciative to be a part of the Abstract community. We're literally live streaming on the blockchain, chat. Live streaming on the blockchain, Ethereum network. If you're not using layer 2 technology and you're invested into crypto, what are you doing with your life? Educate yourself, learn how to actually use the tech. You can literally live stream, watch live stream, game, do all kinds of different things on the blockchain, guys. It's not just about buying tokens and your bag pumping and cashing out for fiat. There's so much more happening here, and we have the opportunity to be involved in it early on, guys. Early on. It's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Thank you guys, everyone that's tapping away right now. I'm gonna stop tapping so I can know who's tapping. I see you guys are still tapping. Oh wait, yep, they're still coming in. The taps are still coming. Thank you guys. JFM, thank you for the roses. Thank you for the heart me. Yeah, we need to get the heart me's too, guys. The heart me's are important. The more heart me's we get, the better for the algorithm. There's something about it, and they're a penny. JFM, it is so great to see you. It's been a while. Glad to have you. We got to get the whole team back. We got to get the squad back, right? It's been months, 2 months since I've been doing the show. And so we got to kind of boost the algorithm a little bit. And we're having a good time doing it. You know what we're talking about? Does anybody else have a project they want me to TA for them? Anybody want some TA? We got Bitcoin right here. Okay. This is my Bitcoin prediction right here. That's what I see for Bitcoin. We got an ascending wedge. LF goat, baby. LF goat. How's the music volume? Is the music volume good? All the audio's good? Cool. Appreciate you guys. Everybody, Beam? All right, let's look at Beam. Now we're talking. I want to do some free A right now. Some TA for free for you guys. I'm in the mood to TA right now because you know why? I'm expecting a dump coming. I'm expecting a dump, and I'm here to help you guys. If you guys want to know when it's going to pump, you're going to have to do that on your own. Or you got to be a part of the community and see what's up. A cup and handle on what? Cup and handle on BTC right here. You think that's a cup and handle? Cup and handle is from a bullish push into it, not a bearish drop into it. Opposite. It's the opposite if we drop into a cup and handle than if we pump into cup and handle. A little free TA learning for you. A little bit of free learning for you. All right, we were going to look at Beam. Beam. Little bit of free A for you, because that's all you really want, guys. I know what you want. You want me to do all the work for you. I get it. All right, here's Beam on the daily. What do you want me to look at for you here? It's only been out since December. There's no TA that could possibly exist for something this new. What I would recommend you to do is look at how it mirrors BTC. It's kind of like this cup and handle, everyone's saying, but the market's about to go bearish. So this thing is probably going to drop. All right. Moon cycle, that'll tell you where it's going to go. We're about to drop. Everything's about to drop. So buckle up. Obviously not everything, but the majority of things are going to drop. But this is a new release. It dropped down, it gets released, and it pumps up just over. It's done. This thing's going to do this right here. It's going to go. That's what you're going to see. All right. That's my prediction right there. That's what these new ones do. And then once it finds a floor, we're going to buy the floor. That's how it works. So new like this, I doubt it goes much higher. It's already passed. You got to remember, a lot of people got these airdropped or they're holding them for free. They're going to sell on it. Look at Pendle. You see a bear flag. Let's take a look at it. How much lower? I mean, there's no way to know on that coin because it's a meme coin there, or not a meme coin, a new coin. Excuse me. It's a new coin. There's no way to chart it. If you're asking about BTC, I'm thinking about 74, 75K. We're going down, baby. All right, let's see. It was Pendle. Oh, the Loch Ness Monster. Let's see, what am I seeing? What am I looking at? A bear flag? I mean, it kind of looks like it's building a bull flag, but not really. What time frame are you seeing the bear flag? It looks like a bull flag, but it's probably not. It's going to come down like this. This is not a bull flag. It just looks like it. People are going to FOMO this and say, oh, it's about to jump up here to whatever. No. Thank you, Belle, for the shares. Don't forget to share the show, guys. Send in goats and I will do the goat. I will do the goat for you. All right, if you send a goat, I'll do the goat for you. That's where we're at right now. Dancing for nickels like tech CEO. That's what it's come to. Fine. For the short time being, I will shill myself and degrade myself for your pleasure. All right, because we got to get this algorithm. We got to get it back on track, baby. Because we were champions in this space, and now we struggle. We struggle very much so. So I do need you guys. I need your support. Hey Oz, can you look at CC? I got you, bro. Absolutely. How you doing, Seema? It's good to see you, brother. We're back at it. Back to the good old days. Term of the day, it's going down like this. Exactly. Starks knows what I'm talking about. I've been talking about 74K zone upcoming for like a month or two now. Actually, it's been longer than a month or two. All right. I've been saying 74K was on the table, I think, since like September, seems like. 74K is definitely on the table. Honestly, I think 45K is on the table, but we're gonna hit 74 first. All right, let's look at CC. CC. I'm excited to see you back, bro. You have been out having fun without us. I know, right? We've been having a good time. Oh, look at, I think it's coming down, to be honest with you. It could potentially come up here and touch for a new, I don't think this one, let's see, how old is it? It's been out since November. It could be topped. Okay, it could be topped, but I would say keep an eye out for 20 cents. 25 cents for sure. Like, it's probably not going to go past 25 cents. You have to understand, like, this thing's a rug. Okay, it pumped right when it released. It rugged out hard. It ran down, and now it's recovering back to its original price. Okay, everybody that got in before and early, they're in profits right now. They're going to just continue to bleed on everybody. So it's just too new. I know it looks like a cup and handle, but Bitcoin looks like a cup and handle too, right? And that's going back to December 9th. Okay, CC is going back to November. Okay, but still, nonetheless, we have that same cup and handle looking thing that Bitcoin is showing. And as we know, Bitcoin tends to move the market. So if we're going to see it do what Bitcoin's going to do, then more than likely, this thing will break down. It'll probably fake up. I could definitely see it faking up at least to its original high of like 18 cents, right? And then drop, you know, because like people can say, oh, cup and handle, guys, everybody jump in, FOMO into this, it's a cup and handle, and everyone's just gonna on it, right? So just be aware of that. That is most likely the scenario. One Dope Nation says, you really helped me out. I'm trying to find a good trading platform for a brokerage that I can trade. What I would tell you to do is join the Discord link in my bio and get in there and reach out to me and I'll help you out. That's the best advice I can give you, is because I can just say blanketed random whatever. Let's talk in Discord. Let's get to figure out what your situation is, where you are located in the world, and so on and so forth. And let's figure out what's best for you. Yes, watch for scammers. Absolutely. And if you are a scammer and you come into the Discord, we're going to know right away and you're gone. So if you're legit, great. Come on through. All right, guys. Tell me, what do you think? I freaking love that. Do you guys even know what that's from? Does anyone even know what Cartman Bra is? By the way, we have been live streaming every day. So when I'm not doing this show, after the show, we play video games on Twitch and Abstract. Okay, and we talk crypto. We onboard newbies. So when I get put into like a group of people, you know, for a squad, I onboard the squad into crypto, right? In a good way. Like we're trying to help them make sure that the normies are onboarded in under a good wing, somebody that wants to take care of them and help them succeed instead of get them scammed, right? So that's what we're doing. We're gaming. So if you ever want to show up to that, make sure you click the Discord link in my bio. It's on Discord as well. And you can actually come on Discord and chat and talk with us and have a good time. Let's see here. Let's multi-guest. Let's see if somebody wants to come hang out and talk with us up here. Let's see here. Where is... Interesting. That is weird, because it used to maybe it's for co-host. That's what it is. I wanted to get Mr. Non-Fungible up here. What's up, Belle?
Yeah, he's a good guest.
Yeah, I like him. I was trying to get him up here because I told him I was going to send him an invite. He must have turned it off because he knew I was going to send it to him. Interesting. Oh, here we go. Here's somebody. Let's see here. Let's get some people in the panel. Why not? Let's open it up here.
Hey, what's good?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
What's good, Oz? Not too bad.
What are you seeing in the charts, baby? Are you super bullish? Are we going to the moon, baby? Where are we going?
Nah, we're chopping sideways for a while, eh?
That's right. At least you see it too. Like, I'm not crazy over here, right? At least
No,
somebody's
we're
telling
not.
the truth.
It's a bit of uncertainty, but you know, it'll pass eventually.
I'm pretty dang certain right now. Like, obviously nothing's certain because, especially having Trump in office, like, nothing's certain. But I'm pretty certain because, like, literally, like, remember last year when Trump bombed Iran? You guys remember that, right? Of course.
Yeah.
How can we forget that,
Yeah.
right? That happened on the winter solstice, which was a new moon. Moon cycle is so goated. Okay, like it seems random and like, oh, it's not whatever. But I think we're just in a giant video game and we're just playing. Everything's coded, or it's all ritual, or it's all planned. Something
We need
like
some better
that.
memes for that.
You know, like it's too perfect. It's too easy to predict for me. Like I've decoded it, right?
You're in the
feel
Matrix,
like,
brother.
yeah, I feel like Neo looking at everything, like when I look at the charts and I'm seeing the Matrix in it, and I'm just like, oh, this is so easy. I know exactly what it's gonna do. I've cracked the code. It doesn't
When you
matter.
take the red pill, you wake up the next day and it never happened. You take the blue one, you might go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, this is all a dream, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually asleep, having surgery right now, and I just think that I'm cool on the internet, and none of you actually exist, neither do I. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm laying face down.
What is
on
it,
the pavement.
conspiracy hour? Are we doing?
Why not, right? We do the rabbit hole stuff too.
Val, how you
This
doing,
is
Val?
the
Good?
down the rabbit hole segment before our main interview. Thank you, folks. Stay tuned.
Yeah, exactly, right? That's what it is, pretty much. Like, we do both shows, so we do the charts. I game, but I'm also a rabbit holer, baby. Like, I'm in like every rabbit hole. Like I'm like digging new holes. I'm coming up with my own ideas. Cosmic Crypto, what is up, bro? Thank you for the
What do you
hand
think
hearts,
about
man.
gallium?
Which one?
Gallium.
Don't know what it is. What is it, like a?
It's a resource that like mostly needed into core Intel processors that like 95% is held by China.
So like rare earth minerals is what you're talking about.
Yeah, like palladium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that
And
stuff is going to be
that's the-
massive. It's going to be. Why do you think we went to Iran? Do you think we went there for nuclear weapons? No.
Lithium.
Yeah, rare earth minerals. And honestly, what I think they did with the bunker busters, honestly, you want to go down a rabbit hole with me? I think it's all orchestrated. They knew we were coming in. They moved out whatever they're doing, and we sent the bunker busters so that we could dig even deeper into their reserves, because they found the largest reserves of like palladium and rare earth minerals and all kinds of stuff, right? So they had a mine. They moved everything out of the mine, and then we came in. We dropped 3 bunker busters, boom, 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 and then they're gonna go in and mine it all out. That's what I think is going on, right? And it's all in cahoots. Look at the Maduro thing, right? We went after Maduro. First of all, it looks like Iraq 2.0. Okay. Second of all, chat. When we captured Bin Laden, how many wardrobe changes did he have? Right? Maduro had like 4 wardrobe changes. Every time there was a picture taken of him, he was in a new outfit in the same day, mind you. This all happened in the same day. 4 wardrobe changes. It's a farce. It's all theater. Everything you see on TV is scripted and plays out for you to be a
So we
fairy
brought
tale.
his stylist along?
Well, not a stylist, but like a change of clothes. Like, what prisoner have you ever known? Especially if he's like, did we let Saddam Hussein have wardrobe changes after we apprehended them? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never has happened. Like, he just had a change of clothes ready. Like it makes no sense to me. Never ever. And the thing is we have a bunch of boomers, right, that are in charge of the media and the space and everything that's happening right now. And they don't quite understand the internet and editing and TV and like we do, like the younger generations and even the generation below me, like what is it, Gen Z and all that. Like they understand things that go over my head. And so it slips through the cracks. We've got boomers saying, oh yeah, that's good, let's do it. And they don't even realize like, oh shit, this one little thing. That's why the internet's such an amazing thing for information, is because people can take it and once it's up there, somebody can grab it and hold on to it. And so it never really disappears. Yeah, they can try to remove it, but it can always just pop back up, right? So I think they're making mistakes. I think they're getting noticed. I think they're figuring out that the emperor has no clothes.
Hey Oz, any idea of who's tokenizing the oil yet? Because you think that'd be the first one, but it seems like they're dragging that out a little bit.
I mean, why would you want a tokenized oil when you can buy oil on the stock exchange? Isn't it the same thing? Like, what is the difference?
24/7 trading.
Yeah, but like,
there's lots of benefits.
I mean, yes. 24/7 trading. That's the only
So Canton's
benefit.
taken on the copper. We've already had the gold on there for a couple of years, but I'm just wondering why they didn't have something like the oil, because that's what the currency revolves off, isn't it? Petroleum dollar.
I think yes and no. I think right now it does revolve off the US dollar revolves off of petrol, right? At the same time, I think that's the shift we're seeing. Is I think the real thing is the rare earth minerals, because we're entering in a new dawn, in a new age, in a new era of tech, AI, robots, things like that, right? So with that being said, we need those rare earth minerals in order to make that happen, right? So honestly, I believe most things are going to be, I think there's a lot of technology that has been suppressed, right? In 2020, Donald Trump signed the Release of Suppressed Technologies bill, which is to release and implement all suppressed technology into society by 2025. So that was last year. Obviously, things get delayed, just like ISO got delayed a little bit. It's going to be delayed, but basically, they want to implement this stuff into these hidden, forbidden technologies into society. So there's obviously new tech that we've never even seen before that's being developed and implemented right now. Okay. And it takes rare earth minerals to do that. I don't think we really need the oil so much anymore. Obviously, yes. But that's just for, the pushing and moving forward of everyday life and society, right? Obviously, oil's not going anywhere. Maybe they have like a free energy technology, something out there that they're just not ready to release yet, or they're building it. Who knows, right? Because let's say they are going to go robotic for every job across the world and replace everything with AI and all that, right? They're going to need a way to power it. Okay, so
if Bitcoin's like the energy currency and the US dollar's the petroleum currency, where are we going like in the future with that? Do you think they will take on more electrical energy than
it depends
oil-based?
It depends on what technology they have, right? It depends on what comes out. By 2030, the world's going to be unrecognizable. Trade routes are going to be different. Borders are going to be different. Laws are going to be different. Everything's going to be different. Technologies is going to be different. There's no real way to know what's coming exactly, but we know that everything is shifting and resetting into a new everything, right? Everything is.
But we can agree that Bitcoin is the energy currency.
Absolutely, because it's proof of work, right? So it takes energy to produce it. And one thing that I say is like, let's look at money for a second. Let's deep dive into money just a little bit. What is the real currency in life? Is it gold? Is it paper money? What is actually valuable in this world? What is the most valuable thing? Anyone got an answer for me?
Time.
Time. And what is a derivative of time? Labor. Right? Because you give up your time to produce labor, right? And that's what Bitcoin does, is it accomplishes a task. So it's doing a labor, right? It's doing calculations, right? That's the true value. We take our labor because we work for our money, right? We work and we get compensated in whatever it may be, wherever you live, right? So that is a medium that is a store of your time and your energy. Time and energy are the most valuable things. So that being said,
hypothetically, you could say that Bitcoin has provided like a income for a certain amount of people, not everybody, but as an investment for a certain amount of people, it's provided an income.
Well, yeah, because if you're mining it, you've invested into a computer that is using time and energy to produce income, right? So essentially you've created a smart robot that does calculations to make money. It's working a job. We can agree, right?
Definitely.
So if time and energy is the true value, where does that leave Bitcoin? Now, obviously, if comes along another technology that can produce more energy in less time, it's going to be more valuable. But as of right now, this is what we got. Anyone want to speak on that? Anyone got an idea? Obviously, we're speculating. I gave Cosmic an invite to come up, but he declined. So maybe he's in the shower or something.
Yeah, in terms of energy, if you're looking at energy and what's going on with Bitcoin and stuff, then I think AI is going to be taking a lot of that energy away.
Yeah, and that's why I believe that they probably have a free energy source. You know, they've been speculating it for years. That's why I'm tempted to lean on the idea that the technology is there, it's been suppressed, and they're building it and are going to implement it soon.
Well, they leaned on the excess energy of nuclear plants. That's where they're building these big data centers. If you take a look around locations around America, where the data centers are, they're taking the resources of excess energy off the nuclear centers already. So there's that.
Absolutely.
Well, do you remember? Don't know if it was El Salvador, but they're using volcanoes.
Yeah, that's
for energy.
Have you seen the wave one? They have these like arms with floats on them, and when the waves move, they move like this, and it turns.
They're like a caterpillar thing. Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that idea. You know, there's a lot of energy I think that we lose out the exhaust pipe in a figure of speech, right? Not in an engine, you know, you have all this power that's you know, made by the engine, but you lose 20% of it in the transmission, you lose so much in the differential, and you lose so much in the pavement to the tires, right? So we have a lot of untapped potential energy that we're just not utilizing yet. We just either don't have the technology, or we I believe it's not that we don't have the technology, that it's more lucrative for them to be inefficient than to be efficient. But I think that that's going to change. Like for instance, like your home, okay, the power that comes in to your home is at a certain frequency, right? But all your appliances run off of like 60 hertz, so the frequencies don't line up. So they're inefficient and actually use more energy than they should. If they built the motors, or they had a converter that converted the energy coming in from your home to align with the frequency of whatever it is you're using, then things would be more efficient and it would use a lot less power. So like I think more or less it's out of malice and greed that we are suppressed in our move forward with energy.
Well, that's always been the case. If something was free to create, yeah, then what you're gonna charge people for? There has to be something you charge for.
Exactly, it's about money, and that boils down to Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole nother rabbit hole. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends. Follow me on all platforms at Ozthecryptogoat. We're jumping down some rabbit holes, obviously, and we're looking at the charts as well. Honestly, I think all of this goes together. The rabbit hole stuff, the media stuff, the adoption of crypto, or the adoption of crypto, or digital assets, whatever you want to call it. You know, I think it's all working together, and it's all a giant shift, right? I believe everything is shifting, and that's why I believe that the energy problem that we have is soon to go away, because they can't allow us to move forward into this AI robotic technical age with that problem existing.
Well, the way it's looking at the moment, you got certain states in the United States making AI data centers, which are going to have their own. I don't know whether it's a nuclear plant or a solar field or what, yeah, but they're having their own thing and they're keeping it completely off grid and off the internet because of the AI.
Right.
Now they're going to be producing a lot more energy than what they're using, but they're not allowed to sell it to the public.
Interesting. You know what's crazy about the AI thing is there's some places that are like testing AI and stuff, and they have it hooked up, right? And all the cables for it and stuff, while they're like testing and letting it learn and do different things, it's literally a guillotine that is manually operated. It's not electronical or anything, it's mechanical. And so at any point, if like this thing goes awry or whatever, they pull this guillotine and it cuts all the wires to it, all the power, everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, the dead man switch.
Exactly. I'll tell you, this AI stuff is scary, man. Did you see like the AI they were building? The AI wanted to copy itself and upload itself to the internet, and basically it wasn't allowed to happen, so it started blackmailing.
That was scary, bro.
Yeah, it blackmailed the people, the scientists or whatever.
Yep.
That's so crazy.
It blackmailed them on emails of all things.
Yeah, like the dude like was like seeing some dominatrix or something, and it
did you see that
to his wife.
Did you see that somebody, one of the investors from Caterpillar, that pulled out a couple of $1 trillion from investing?
Really? Why is that? I didn't see that.
Misuse of the machinery.
Interesting. See, I have in my Discord.
Israel.
Join my Discord, buddy. Anytime you have news or something like that, any article, drop it in the news section so we can like deep dive into it and cover it. And like, I'll respond to like, or Revolution will, and say, this is what we found. And like, we deep dive into anything you post into like the news or the rabbit hole stuff, crypto, new projects. So definitely get in the Discord. I would drop it in your Discord, but you banned me, bro. You slapped me with a banana.
He does it to all of us weekly, so feel special,
I
okay?
know, right? Like, what did I do, bro? I thought we were friends.
That's how you know he likes you.
Yeah, he rugged me on Waddy's live the other day. And then I realized that's just what he does. I'm just giving you a hard time, buddy. Don't worry, I won't rug you here, bro. Because I'm happy to have you up here with us. I don't do the rest.
On the topic of AI, a certain state.
Oh yeah, all good, bro. I'm sorry, my bad. I'm just like cooking as well. Just
Hey, no worries,
try and be in
man.
a little bit.
No
But
worries,
yeah, I'm
man.
here. Everything's sweet.
You're good, man. What were you saying, Starks?
I was saying on the topic of AI, there's a certain country at the moment that's starting wars all over the place in the Middle East. They made an AI to counter what's going on in the media, and their own AI turned against them, and they had to shut it down. I found it
Interesting.
hilarious.
Interesting. See, that's the kind of stuff I want to see. I want to see that in the Discord. If you guys see articles like that, please drop them in the news section or rabbit hole, whatever it is. I try to keep things really filtered in there, so like put things in the right sections, but I go through everything. If you post something to the Discord, I'm going to read it. I'm going to look into it. So please drop it in there, man. I'd appreciate that.
We need to write some letters to stands with crypto and to our legislature and our government concerning AI related and crypto things that maybe we want changed, amended, or, you know, a focus group for.
Absolutely. And you can do that on your own. It's this easy. Go to Google and type in, how do I contact my state rep? Boom. And look at, find your rep right here. And you just put in your address, city, and zip, and it'll give you their email, phone number, everything. You can literally call them. So, and what I would do is the best time to do this is during primaries. We're about to go into primaries right now. Right now is the best time to be ringing the bell, guys. Like, you can write them a letter about anything that you're concerned about. And it's their job to represent you. And I tell you, 99.9% of people don't even utilize this. It's usually like a group or a firm or whatever. If you're an individual that does this, they go like this. What? You know? And
yeah, the problem is these politicians, they don't understand anything of AI. So you can go tell them, right? But you might as well go tell a blind man to be a traffic warden.
And that's why
patrolling traffic lights. You know what I mean?
We need to hire the right people for the job around here. You know what I mean? Stop with the hiring people because of their race or whether they're a woman or a man or whatever. Let's hire the right people. Like, can we go back to a meritocracy where people were judged based on their merits and not who they are? Who cares if they, you know, what their past is or what they did? If they're the right person for the job, honestly, we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all do different things. Let's get the right people that know what they're talking about in, and quit having a what do you call it, a popularity contest. Like, we're having a great reset. We can all agree on that. Can we reset the politicians? For the love of God.
Well, this is the thing, and if politicians were doing their jobs, then the top 1% wouldn't have a say.
Yeah, that's true. I hear somebody tapping. Thank you for tapping away.
Sorry.
No,
I
you're
forgot.
good. You're good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Tap away. Share the show out. Share it with your friends. let everybody know. I know there's a few big shows going down right now, so it is what it is. They'll come around here ending soon, and we should pick up viewership. But share the show out, send a like, send a gift if you can. If you can't, no big deal. All you got to do is hit the like button. Unfortunately, TikTok cares about money, right? So the gifts are what was that? The gifts seem to be what really pushes the algorithm. Honestly, I could care less about the gifts, but it is what it is. So, but if you can't give, obviously just hit the like button. And as always, anything that you give goes to the staff here. We still have the IT guy employed here, keeping everything running smoothly. Because honestly, I'll tell you what, guys, I know how to run audio and video equipment, but like the computer stuff and all of it, like it's more than I can manage. I can't put the show together, go live all the time, and edit the videos and make the content and do everything. Like, I need help. So that's why we have a quality show here, is because of viewers like you. We're PBS, essentially. So thank you, guys. I appreciate all of you that continue to support. And thank you to everyone in the panel here. Make sure you guys all follow everybody in the boxes down here, okay? Give them all a follow. These are all great people right here. And I feel blessed to have them on my show. And you should feel blessed to hear their opinions and their thoughts. That's the beautiful thing about TikTok, is we can actually come up here and have a conversation. It's not just me recording something and saying, everybody go buy XRP, it's going to 10K, and then that's it. That's the only information you get. You get that push and that pull here. And that's why I like TikTok, and I want TikTok to work. Things are changing with TikTok. I'm hoping that this new algorithm is better. Honestly, I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm going to give it another shot. We'll give it a shot. But please follow everybody in the panel here. They're great people, and I would consider them all my friends. So thank you all for coming up. We got about maybe like another 30 minutes for our guests.
Thanks for having me. I
Absolutely.
don't want to take over the show, so I'll drop down, but appreciate you.
Hey, take it over, bro. Here, I'm gonna put you on the. No, I'm putting you on the main screen.
Next time we'll have a chat.
No, you're on the main screen now, bro. You can't go anywhere. You're stuck here. Oh, he rugged us. He rugged us.
That's Chillwell's specialty.
Wait, we got another Bell Star?
I'm tapping on my other account.
Oh, you gonna have both of you guys up here?
Oh no, I didn't mean to.
All right, let's disconnect it. All right. Thank you guys, all you guys, for showing up and hitting the like button and everything. Mother Dragons, how are you? Good to have you here. So Starks, tell me, what do you think, bro? Do you think the future is bleak or bright?
You want my honest truth or just what I tell people on TikTok?
I want the honest truth, brother. That's what this whole show's about.
Right, well, I'm thinking we're gonna have about 5-6 years of bliss entering this digital currency just to get everyone used to it. And when the live free, be happy policy has run for about 5 years, I think they're really gonna start tightening the leash on everyone. That's what I honestly think. Right now, you're in the honeymoon phase at the moment, where everything's gonna be new. It's gonna look good. The grass is gonna look green on the other side. But when you get there, you're gonna realize, hold on, I was better off over there.
I agree. I think what they're gonna do is everything is like a hardship right now. It's been that way for a long time. It's the fourth turning. I don't know if you know about the fourth turning, anyone in here. But it's basically a cycle that the world goes through, and the fourth turning is a time of great despair, right? And the fourth turning is over in 2028, 2029, I believe. So we're getting close to the end of the time of despair. However, we need that despair in order for people to cling to a new idea, right? And so we get this new idea that we're going to reset everything, we're going to change everything, everything's going to be great, it's going to be very blissful, like you said, and it's going to be the problem, and they're going to have the solution, which it will be the new problem, right? And everyone will come running with open arms, embracing their demise for a short-term Band-Aid fix, right? And then long-term, we lose freedom, we lose free speech, we lose everything, and we enter a society of full control, dystopian, live in the pod, eat the bugs life.
You know, I say that to people, and people are like, nah, it's gonna be good, everyone's gonna live free, everyone's gonna be happy, right? I even hear people saying, oh, we're gonna have AI robots working for us. Well, if the companies are gonna have AI workers, why are they gonna employ one from you that's gonna break and need repairs that you gotta pay for when they can just run them directly from the company?
Right.
You know, it don't make sense. The only people that are going to benefit in this situation with AI is the institutions.
Yeah, and I think the whole AI thing correlates with UBI and what was the other thing I was going to say? Shit, I forget. But basically what I see is for the future is that everything will, or digital currency, that was the other thing. So UBI, digital currency, and AI are all correlated, right? So basically AI creates a faster way to do things. Crypto gives us a new way to fund and finance things, and UBI is a new way for us to receive payment because AI is basically taking over the jobs. Robots do everything for us, right? And so there are no jobs left. Obviously there'll be some, but there's more people than there will be jobs, right? So I think the start of it is the AI takes over, the robots take over all the jobs, and everyone's like, hey, I don't have to work anymore. And then the next thing they come in is with UBI and a universal based income, and so everybody gets an income. It's I'm not quite sure where the money's going to come from. My guess is from corporations will basically finally pay a tax or whatever, and they fund it out, just kind of like what we're seeing with tariffs.
That's never happening, bro. The only thing that's going to happen is the printing machines are going to come on permanently.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that's the cascading effect. So the next step is with that correlation is the digital currency. So then we're pushed out of the paper monetary system. We move into a digital asset system, and then we're under full regulation and full control over how we spend our money. There's no way to get around it, no way to get around taxes or whatever, and if it's UBI, obviously there's not going to be any taxes. I'm just saying, like, me personally, I think UBI is coming because if everybody gets laid off, and we're already seeing the beginning aspects of UBI right now in the US with the tariffs. They're talking about a tariff dividend everyone's going to get. They gave out stimulus checks to people. That's basically what UBI is. It's just going to be the printing of money and currency, giving it back. That's what it is now. I think it will change. Obviously, I can't begin to know and explain all of this, but I see the overall direction in which we're headed. And then therein lies the digital currency, which is the full control.
You gotta understand though, they're not gonna do that every year. They're gonna do it maybe for 5 years, and after that, no, we've transitioned now and we're not gonna do it no more.
I mean, for the meantime, this is very long term. I'm thinking 20, 40, 80 years into the future, right? Is what I'm seeing. That's a more of a short-term goal. I'm very zoomed out with this vision for the future. I'm talking about our children's future. would be live in the pod, eat the bugs. They'll say, hey, you can't, they'll have control of your money because it'll all be digital. There won't be paper money anymore. And it'll be, you know, you go to the store and say, hey, I want to buy some meat. And they say, hey, you spent too much. You've used too much meat credits. You can have cricket soup. You know, you'll live in the pod, you'll eat the bugs. You'll say, oh, I want to go on a trip to wherever. And they'll say, no, you can't go there because your carbon footprint is too high. You need to lower your carbon footprint, blah, blah, blah. And people will live in the pod and eat the bugs. That's what I see. Obviously, I don't know. I'm speculating, but it sure does seem like the dystopian future we're headed down.
I'll tell you something. If I could, you know what? Yeah. I'm willing to put money on what you just says. I ain't even lying.
Bro,
you just
we
says
ain't gonna be alive
what
in 80
I wanted
years.
to say to you.
We ain't gonna be alive to see it. That's what I'm saying. But if I'm right, I'll tell you what. I will leave a silver dollar, a Liberty back on your tombstone if I'm still around.
Can't we just have like spirulina and like zucchini? Do we really have to eat the crickets?
I mean, yeah, because you got to have protein, right? Obviously beans or whatever, but crickets have, you know, more than just protein in them. We have to have a sustainable food for the future, right?
Isn't that what guinea pigs and quail